like, you're not going to this by yourself.
Yeah.
So, it is Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. This is a special events committee meeting at the CCSD meeting room. At this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order and verify the quorum by a roll call attendance. We'll start.
Hello, everybody. Daniel Cromwell.
Live.
Television land. Yes.
Deb Reed. Dory Moyer. Carly Young.
Mark Messi.
Nikki Cannon,
Chris Rourke.
Nikki Patton, and there's nobody online.
And thank you for our guest attendance. Okay, item 2, owner's comment. Do we have any comment? Anyone back there? All right, item 3, I'd like to adopt the agenda. And are there any additions to the agenda that we'd like to add or subtract this time?
The addition that I would like to add is for May's event. We talked, or last year we done a Aloha this summer, and now this year we were trying to potentially change it. I want to have a discussion, at least to discuss what direction we're trying to go towards.
So what would you like to add?
We can add it to the back, so it'd be letter J.
All right, item 4, Discussion of items, see, we will at this time have a motion to approve the December 15th committee meeting minutes. May I have a motion to approve?
Okay, second.
Any discussion, comments on anything? Okay, all in favor then?
Aye.
Okay, special events updates.
All right, hi everybody. So Allison's in another meeting right now. Nate, it's really good to see you in person again, so welcome back. A quick update is Amy is no longer with us on this committee. She stepped down from the committee, so instead of having 7, we now have 6 members. For update, Gypsy Moon has agreed to do our cotton candy for father-daughter at no charge to us. We heard back from the lighting folks. We're still awaiting a quote from them, but the downfall is the lights can't be, the colors can't change, I'm sorry, but they can add lights to the trusses on the side to match the theme of the event.
You don't think them all now, the lights?
Yes, we ordered 3 more balloon lights. So those like large, like circular lights you see at events, Sea Devils, we now have 6 of them that we're gonna have at all of our events. There's a new Everything Bundt Cakes that just opened in the Loop. Joe from Kilwin's actually connected us with the owner. They're giving us 252 Buntinis, 21 dozen to give out at the dance. They're only charging us for 15 dozen and giving us 6 dozen free of charge. So we're only gonna be paying $450. Tina Style Balloon Arches, she's a Celebration resident. She's also, I'll show you a picture when we talk about father-daughter. She's willing to help us with the balloon arch at a discounted price. We have a new sponsor who wants to pay for the inflatable balloon globe. That will be over $400. So that sponsor is going to take care of that for us.
Is that gonna be the purchase or is that a rental?
This is gonna be a rental.
A rental, yeah.
What is it, a globe? Do we have a huge?
I'll go over it once we
Okay.
hit father-daughter. I'll give you some details on that.
We ordered a new step and repeat, so you'll see that at the upcoming events. And then for February 13th movie night, since it's Friday the 13th, we thought we'd do Freakier Friday. And that is all the updates I have.
Do we see the step and repeat at Pups and Pints?
That is a great question. We had that ordered last week, so we are trying to get it by Friday, yeah.
What is that confused?
Backdrop
It's
that
like
you
a
do
background,
photos.
yeah. It's like a large rectangular background that have our logo on it, that you can take photos, yeah.
Alrighty. Past events review, the holiday concert, let's start with.
So holiday concert, we had a total of 313 residents attend. Everyone said it was the best group that we had. They felt that they were watching a Broadway show and a stage, and the stage was Broadway quality. The stage is considered ours now, so anytime that we want to use it, we just pay for the labor to set up and take down. Now, that sounds great, right? But we just found out it's $14,000 for them to bring it up, to set it up and tear it down. But it's our stage, so that's actually a plus. So maybe we can like potentially like partner with like Osceola's School Arts, and maybe that they can do like other events on property, and we can have that stage out maybe for a week on top of our events or something. But it's a beautiful stage. Hopefully we can reuse it again, obviously, because it's ours. They're just storing it for us.
So they're not gonna rent it out to.
They're not gonna rent it out to anybody, yeah, unless we rent it out here, so. But that was a holiday concert. Did anybody wanna touch base, any pros and cons from the committee about holiday concert?
I thought Finn's did a great job.
I only talked to neighbors about it because I wasn't able to attend. Everybody said it was great. It was a lot more. The only thing they described was that it just seemed like a lot more than last year, than the year previous, was the way that they described it, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
To me, kind of like discerning what that means is that just what you said, elevated production.
Yes.
They thought it just seemed more streamlined. Nobody was waiting in line.
Right.
Is what they kind of came down to.
Okay. The centerpieces were a hit too, Dory. Everybody's picking up their candy canes and swinging them around.
Yeah.
So I saw that a lot, so that did help, you know.
I think we, again, just personal opinion or thought on it is that, which we've talked about numerous times, about the length of the event for, it's almost like we could have just done the two and then maybe just played some music and let people linger a little bit, but.
It was too long.
A little too long. I think that 2 to 2.5, I think going to 3 is a little bit long.
Yeah. And I thought, a little more dancing would have been nice
A
too.
little bit more, okay.
Or if we didn't have the dance floor out.
No, but I mean the dancers
Oh, the
on
dancers.
stage,
So
like.
what do you think about adding I know a couple people got in dance, a couple people did. Do you think we should, wasn't really dancing necessarily.
It's not the kind of
music to dance. It was more sitting and watching.
No, I meant.
Like you meant the people on the actual
Yes,
stage, not
yes,
the.
performers.
Yeah, the performance.
I mean, I thought we were gonna get more dancing from them.
Okay.
They did like one and then came in the crowd and I'm like, go up there and dance, I want to see more dancing.
No, so that's good to know. I know that they were trying to get,
again. I thought it went well. I think it's just a little too long.
okay.
I think in general, 3 hours is a long time.
Yeah,
that's
It's something we should keep track of, because.
Yeah, I think the 2.5 is where our sweet spot is.
Just doing a recording.
At night.
Okay.
Because every time it goes for 3 hours, it seems like it's dragging.
It's great. And people start, getting up and leaving, and we would rather everybody leave at the same time at the end. Like, it'd be like, well, the grand finale, and then people.
We have a prompt town. We don't have a very kind of show up 3/4 of the way through an event town either. So when we say 7 o'clock, every time that I've kind of walked by at 6:45, it's already kind of happening. 7 o'clock, everybody's there.
I think the fact that the bins, again, I can't say enough about them, because then one of the things we ask is when you have food, like you said, people come a little bit early, that they were ready, you could go in, you didn't have to wait till the show started, that you could go in and I thought it was the most streamlined, even though towards the middle and the lines got long. But the first time that I think that they really nailed it as far as ordering with the squares and everything, they did a good job. I liked the location. I know we have gone back and forth on location. We've had them here, we've had them there, we had them here, we had them there, we had them over there.
Right.
I thought actually this was a good location going forward. The only other thing I would do is, it didn't affect it, but again, we don't want the line going into the tables.
Okay.
But it didn't really, it started to get there, but it never got there. Because they were so good and so quick, it never really got there. But I thought that this location for food and drink together was the best location. You guys, you're there. Don't you think that was a good location?
Yeah, I think they did very well with the drinks.
Yeah.
As far as like, they accommodated everybody. You could have thrown anything at them and they were gonna help you.
Yeah.
That's good.
I just gave them 5 stars. I thought they did, everything was exceptional.
Were they happy with, did they get enough, like?
They were very happy to the point now they want to come back.
Okay.
And we'll talk about that for the concert, the Mardi Gras concert.
Okay. All right, so moving on, with nothing else, up to, that was the only past, upcoming events, is the Pups and Punch.
All right, so Pups and Pints, as we know, is this Saturday. It is running from 11 to 2. We have maxed out for the first time our vendors.
I know, lots of calls.
Very exciting. We got everybody from dog rescues to dog, small mom and pop businesses to, what is that? Bath refitters. They even bought a table. So I just got finished making signs for all the vendors. We had them all laminated. It looks like about half the people bought tents. The other half the people in yellow are bringing their own. We're providing everybody with tables and 2 chairs. We'll start setting all this up on Friday.
Chris, last year we had like, what, 23, and this year we have 40?
We had,
47.
yeah, 23 last year, now we have 40.
This is the But, yeah, so Plaza Plus.
You guys notice how far it goes all the way to Roundabout? So, yeah, so,
This is the most you've ever had.
we got the food trucks up here by the front, along with the giveaway station that Nikki and I are gonna be at. We got the dog bandanas, and I believe they're 3 sizes, Nikki?
3 sizes,
Small, medium, and
yeah,
large.
with our logo.
We're gonna be giving those away to the residents with their ID. We will also have, well, it's gonna be plenty of giveaways and stuff. We're going to have, God, I could go on for 30 minutes about this event. We've got everybody under the sun. We've got the photo booth from DJ Bubbles. We've got the DJ on the stage. We've got the pet contest. You see those orange arrows that go around the building where Resident Services is? That's how we're gonna line up the dogs for the contest. But just remember that, we'll have all that nice and organized.
Just chiming in for that. The reason why is we're turning this location into a beer garden, courtesy of Town Tavern. So we thought it'd be best to line the dogs up through the breezeway, so when they walk across the stage, they can kind of end up this way instead of being awkwardly stuck, where they have to turn back around.
Yeah, we figured out how to do it nice and clean, kind of like we did the rabbit photo, the Easter bunny photos last year. We
Yeah.
wrapped them around this building and it was so nice and clean. Swift Paws Agility Course is gonna be over there. We're gonna have staff members volunteering to do that and for the payment for residents and non-residents. And almost all the sod is down. Have you guys seen that part of the park? There's just a little section left that our landscaper is gonna put down. Everything else looks like it was never touched. It looks fantastic.
And they leveled it nicely.
Yeah, and your wish that we could use that after the pool was built is there.
Yep.
We can actually start using that space again.
It's really great. It's great.
Yeah, the character artists, of course, are gonna be on the basketball court. We're gonna have tents and tables for there. That's where all of our stanchions are gonna go, so you know which direction you're going in, so that there's separate lines for each thing. So this should be very, very well organized for us.
So as far as separate lines, I'm sorry, there's gonna be 4 tents total, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. 2 lines on the right-hand side will be for just photos like of the dog character drawing. And then the other one is going to be coasters. So it gives an opportunity for residents to get both, or if they wanna just do one line, they could choose either coasters or a photo of their dog.
Okay, for we talked about the dog bags for the,
No
experience.
problems.
I'm sorry? The experience consuming and then, surveys and then the ones for the participants. Do you need help with those?
We ordered mini milk bones, because we don't want to order the huge ones, because a lot of people have tiny dogs. So we ordered 2 giant cases of milk bones and then the little dog print baggies to put them in.
Right.
As soon as those come in, if they come in at the last minute, we may ask for help for stuffing those, but if we're doing 50 dogs, we can probably do it ourselves. If that's,
Keep us posted.
yeah, and then we're gonna turn the paddles from those pumpkin numbers that you guys did. I was thinking
Prince,
dog,
okay.
paw prints with the number on it. We'll just peel them off and put them
That's
on.
good. What about, the Kissimmee,
The
experience?
Experience Kissimmee survey, we're doing Planko, and we bought these 30th limited edition koozies. So, you know, if you win the Planko, you could get a koozie. We're giving the koozies away to residents as well too, for their beers. But it's like they'll get either chips, snacks, I think we're doing Gatorades.
Candy, chips, snacks,
And
whatever.
then there'll be a spot for the limited edition koozie, just so we can get.
So just let them know it's not actually fill out the survey, get it, they get the chance to play that game.
Correct, and we have 3 staff members specifically for Experience Kissimmee. We want to make sure it wasn't volunteers, so we have 2 of our staff members that are going to be stationed at the tent, and that way they'll see a friendly face, and if they have any further questions, they'll be able to answer them. We'll also have a staff member kind of walk up and down the vendor pathway, just to remind people, hey, if you scan this real quick, by the time you get back and you show proof, you can just play Planko and potentially win a prize.
Okay,
So,
explain about, I think you're gonna have at each vendor, one of those QR codes also for donating to the dog charity.
Yes, I've got 10 of those, laminated, printed, ready to go. Those are in the folder. So we'll have those posted around where Allison wants them to go, because she's been talking to, our Judy. And so we made 10 of those for her, so we'll have those printed around too.
And the race thing, Swift Pods is 15 for resident
and 20 for non-resident.
and the portion of that proceeds goes to Judy.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, you want to talk about the thing at the end that Lauren's gonna give?
Yeah, so we can actually just, here, let me zoom in a little bit. I'm blind, so it's best to zoom in. So, okay, so we'll have the food trucks. Again, here's our giveaway, the dog park committee, Experience Kissimmee survey, Campus Customs will be selling items, and a costume contest, real quick. I know Debbie and Dory, you all are always graciously assisting us with the costume contest. I never want to assume. Is that something that you're interested in doing again for this year, or is it?
Yeah.
Are you both able to do? Okay. So with the costume contest tent, we also will have at that location about musical chairs sign up, as well as a peanut butter eating competition. So I can kind of go more into that. And Deb, I know you mentioned that you're able to volunteer as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we can have you over there specifically for the musical chairs and or the peanut butter.
Chaos.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little chaotic, so maybe having three volunteers there would be the best location. But once they sign up, so at 11:20, that is when the dogs under 30 pounds eating contest, peanut butter eating contest will occur. We did 30 because we matched it off of our dog park weight. And then 11:40 a.m., the over 31 pounds, the peanut butter eating contest for those dogs will occur. 12 o'clock is when the costume contest will occur. We'll have 1 o'clock musical chairs, and then 1:45, we're gonna be doing a check presentation to let everybody know how much money we raised for Judy. But yeah, so that will all be occurring. That's kind of our entertainment on the Great Lawn, and in between, we'll have that DJ.
Who's running like the peanut butter eating contest and musical chairs? Is there a DJ there?
There'll be a DJ, yeah. So the DJ is gonna run that. We just need to make sure that they're kind of like in
Okay.
order. And we'll have like little spots on the ground where it's like when they're doing musical chairs, they go to the spot. As far as the peanut butter, I think we'll just need your help just to make sure, if you can just make sure that their spoon is fully clear and their mouths are stopped chomping. And once that's done, that means they won.
That's how we declare the.
That's how we're declaring a winner.
Do we have prizes for those two things?
I think it's gonna be the milk bones, for the prizes. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, we've got milk bones for the participants, but, they're also going to get,
I believe it's.
The same
it's
for the costume contest, those participants get a baggie too.
correct.
Okay, and what for the peanut butter and the musical chair? So
Uh,
everybody wins.
Correct.
All the doggies go home with a bone.
It's, a lot of this is owner bragging rights, that's really why they want to do it. But yes, it's going to be a participation, and hello, your dog gets those.
I'm gonna confirm with Allison. But in the meantime, I'm gonna answer, on the Great Lawn, sorry, we have Spark Grounds, so it's one of our recreational partners, it's a STEM program. They're gonna give, complimentary items away, to residents who visit, and it's something dog related, like, with STEM programming. We have the puppy painting in the back that we'll have a staff member out there for. So again, this is a pay for play one where you can, purchase like this small canvas and you can put a paw print and turn it into a flower. We have Mattamy Homes out there doing giveaways as well, just complimentary. We have a complimentary photo booth, kind of like the same one that we had at Founder's Day. That'll be out there just for folks to take pictures with their dogs. And then there's gonna be a pup cup giveaway, just complimentary pup cups. We have Judy, Rescue by Judy right at the front as well, so if anybody wants to make that donation, it's closer to them rather than the back. Like Chris said, we have all the vendors, the ones that are in the purple, they're renting our tents, the yellow, they're bringing their own. Over here, right near Swift Paws is gonna be the registration, so the $15, $20 for non-residents. And this whole area is gonna be completely blocked. We're gonna have one dog at a time. If there's two courses, obviously two dogs at a time. It's gonna be stationed by the Swift Paw representatives. So I think this will be a pretty fun area, and I think it's a great spot. It's not really in the sun as much compared to the Great Lawn. And I know a lot of people said $15 is a lot for 3 to 5 minutes, but when I saw this at Lake Eola, these dogs were dead after 2 minutes. So I'm really excited to see what they look like. And then, like Chris said, we're doing the character artists, so two separate lines. And then we have the vendors going all the way down.
like fun.
And then at the end,
Yep, and then the end, we just have it all.
and then at the end of the check.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah, the check presentation, that'll be at 1:45. Yes.
We got one of those big blank ones, you just write on with a black marker.
Right.
You fill it in once we have our numbers, and then Lauren's gonna do her thing.
Sorry, so there is prizes for the activities. They're donating 3 gift baskets valued at $50 each, plus a free bath. That was Best Friends.
And that's gonna go to the winners of the.
For the contest, they have 3 prizes, yeah.
So musical chairs.
So one for caution, one for musical chairs, and then for the peanut butters.
How did volunteer staffing go? Did you get numbers that you needed?
So I believe, we only have 1 volunteer because we actually had a few staff members that wanted to participate in this event.
I get
And
that.
normally we ask for volunteers because we're limited on staff internally, but a lot of them are really excited for this, so we ended up having 6 staff members in the office, participate in this event.
Anybody have any questions?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Is Judy coming?
Judy will be here, yeah. We told her about the check presentation, so
Okay,
she'll be
I
here.
just want, because sometimes she's so busy and stuff, I mean, she's hard to get.
She's been in a correspondence every day with Allison, so
Okay.
I know she said she's very excited to meet her in person, so she'll be here.
Are they bringing dogs to, like,
Right.
you could, yeah, rescue dogs, do you know, or are they not?
I'm not entirely sure with Judy, but I know there's multiple, vendors.
Yeah, we do have vendors that are doing pet adoption.
I know, but I wondered if she was gonna bring some from her, if they were gonna bring some.
But, I mean, they may, if she's gonna be on property, I
No, we
would.
don't want a dog, but I mean.
She has a tent, you said, yes?
We're providing her with a tent.
Yeah, so it could be.
I saw where it is.
And then, we mentioned we're not gonna have the dog pools with this situation going on. And I know it's, concern with, residents expressing concerns about dogs, with water bowls and stuff. So we're gonna have water bowl stations surrounded, and it'll just be jugs filled with water, so you can just have a bowl and just give it to your own dog. So we're separating the bowls to make sure no one's sharing.
There's 10 of them going around, right?
Correct, yeah.
So,
I have a question about just when people enter, because there's
Yes.
so much going on now. So first of all, just a question on security, like how many?
We have 2 deputies that'll be on property.
And nobody's allowed to ride their e-bikes in there or anything?
Yes, and I know Sandy, you brought this up, I'm gonna make sure there's 2 signs, so it's in their faces. So that says no e-bikes beyond this point. So we'll have one up front as well as before the vendors.
But basically anybody, there's not like an entry where people just, anybody can just, if they walk in.
Right,
Anyone could just come in, yeah, we're just gonna have the barricades blocked with those 2 green covers that Allison bought that says event entrance, so.
And how will people know what's going on? Like, are you doing
Just-
signage from? Yeah, just, because there's so much, you want to make sure they get to see everything, but not everybody sees what we get to see, so is there a thought?
So I know it's been on social media, we have it on Water Tower, we have it in the bulletin boards, I know it's gonna be on the radio station.
it's in Dr. Phillips on the
Dr.
big billboard.
Phillips.
Bible
I'm
Foods.
talking about when people walk in, you know, like. how-
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, Yes, no, yes.
When the events.
A-frame, yes. There's gonna be over 21 A-frames that we have ordered.
All right.
And then I'll let you know.
Usually you have these, time.
The time, it'll say, the activities this way, like the beer garden this way, restrooms, costume contest. We'll have it where it says open and close with the time frames. And we'll have A-frames that kind of go all the way down, just to let you know that there's vendors this way.
I can't wait, it's the best that we've ever had, so this is gonna be, good job, good job. Good job, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And sticking to it. Anybody else? Okay, so the Super Bowl party updates. Nate, I don't know if you were in on any of those.
I was not in on the Super Bowl party updates.
This all transpired from the going that, well, 30th anniversary, but also that Fight Club,
FIFA.
World Cup, the European.
FIFA.
The late, the FIFA, I
Yeah.
said it wrong.
coming to the United States, and Marco got him on board and excited about it, so we want to do that, at least if we have games here, if the US is playing, and then to see, this is, and as Chris had come up with the idea of like, let this be a test of bringing people in for a sporting event. So we thought, well, the Super Bowl.
Sure. Watch parties, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're planning,
Yeah,
doing a
so-
watch party.
So this is kind of like a test, and if this goes well, and then depending on also how many people, we can determine whether we stay at a lakeside or we bring it up here, which would be awesome. But, would you tell us about what you found so far on the Jumbotron?
So, yes, we found a Jumbotron and LED screen. It's gonna be $2,400, but it includes everything. It goes up 15 feet in the air so everyone can see it. Allison's at the Kanoa meeting because she's potentially reviewing having this downtown. We thought it'd be great to have the businesses involved. If not, this will be over at Lakeside. So as of right now, the location is to be determined until I find out. You'll probably hear it after this meeting. But I think that this would be a great opportunity. I know everybody watches the Super Bowl. If we do it on the Great Lawn, that's not a problem. We can maybe look at fins to come in on property and just alcohol and appetizers. And with this event, we have a limited edition, I believe it was 250 soccer balls with our logo on it. So we're trying to do like the events aren't as popular to get more people. So our goal is always at least to hit 250 residents.
You have football, not soccer.
Oh, I said soccer, I'm sorry, football, we got both, sorry. We have Greek footballs for Super Bowl, and then for the FIFA World Cup, we ordered soccer balls for those. So,
The LED screen is just one of those, like on the truck, rolls in,
Right.
pops up, folds out, is the thing. Has PA and everything you guys need for it too.
that is what I received
Okay,
confirmation.
yeah, just double check. The only thing is that sometimes, like, some with those will include PA and some won't. And it's just one of those, like, usually they're really good about it, right? They're not
Yeah.
trying to like bait and switch you about it, but it's just a line item, definitely check. And then power requirements too, if they need Jennies, where we can put Jennies, because generators then noise, low PA, can't hear the game, that sort of thing. So one thing I see to look out for.
Okay. In the advertising for it, because this is a new event for the community, so I think it'll be important because people won't know. They've never been able to watch the Super Bowl too. Are we gonna encourage things like wearing jerseys or anything like that?
Yeah, so we potentially talked about, if it was downtown, I would love to have like a tablecloth with the two teams, you know, like the red teams on the right side, blue teams on the left-hand side, and we would get into it, we would definitely decorate this, you know what I mean? So I would love participation to see, like, maybe if we could dress up the craziest, not the craziest, but who's the biggest fan?
their face.
Yeah, you know, like, and it's, I mean, if we have the money for it too, we could get a sponsor, we could get like a face painter on property too, you know? I would love to see this as a block party. Yeah.
With the messaging of it being Super Bowl party, maybe look at if this is a Super Bowl watch party, so we're kind of continuing that watch
Okay.
party theme.
Yeah,
Instead of like, oh, we're just gonna have a Super Bowl party this year.
yeah, it's a different.
Yes, if we do wanna like tie it to other events, maybe we try to, if that's what the goal of it is that
Yes,
maybe we do kind of make it celebration watch party, you know, kind of make that the overarching one.
Yeah.
So that the messaging of this is they understand, okay, we're doing a watch party and then we do a, you know, World Cup watch party and those sort of things. So, you know, if no one else but the board understands it, that thematically we're putting these, you know, themed, you know, once a quarter or once every month or whatever they end up being,
Okay.
if it works, sort of party.
Okay.
Because that's important too, is that, you know, the tradition that
Of
feeds into
course,
work.
yeah, we wanna keep it going.
If, it would be cool if we could somehow get a band of some sort that, you know, a live, you know, like, you know, they have like a drummer and a trumpet player or something like that, you know what I mean?
Celebration High
I
School.
can check with the high school.
Yeah.
The high school, yeah.
That would be so cool. Also, if we have it at Lakeside, you know, just like thinking of, if people bringing their footballs down, that's why I like the little footballs. I would, if we have it downtown, I don't think we'll have much of an issue, but if we have it over there,
just, could we think about maybe like having a sign that says, you know, where the new grass lawn is, that they go over there to throw footballs rather than.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing, you know, it's, I mean, just something we have to think about, because, but I think it sounds like, fun. Do you have any other thoughts on this?
I think it's a great idea, but then looking forward, if we do it with football here would obviously be a much better
Yeah.
thing. Or with soccer, simply because soccer, every time I've been to a game, everybody in the parking lot is playing soccer.
Yes.
When I see American football, people may be casually throwing, but it's not more like, let's play this game while we're waiting. So
Yeah.
over here with space, kids are able to run around a lot.
It's a bigger tailgate area.
Thank you.
Even just going to an Orlando City soccer game, it's intense, and that's just MLS, that's not even the World Cup yet, so.
Sure. But I think it's a great idea.
Sounds good. Anybody else?
I'm excited.
So we'll let you all know the location, once the next meeting concludes, you all should receive an email from that.
Okay, perfect. Oh, and food, you said you were gonna check in with.
With Finn's, especially if we do it at Lakeside, I know, the downtown businesses will be already too busy. So that's why I was trying to do it downtown, so it's already, you didn't have to worry about food, but if we're doing it, at Lakeside, I would love to invite Finn's.
So when you say downtown, do you mean Market Street?
So I was thinking of, do you know where, Town Tavern did their 25th anniversary? Do you know how they blocked it off, like right in front of the tavern? That's where I would love to have it, as a little block party.
Well, I did talk to Allison about that and Chris, we had said that my only concern is if you did it and get Nate's thoughts on this. So if this is Lakeside here, if this is the lake here, and Promenade here, and Town Tavern is here, and you put the screen up here, that's too close. To me, it seems like it should be in the center where the bricks are. So if the bricks are here and the stores are here and here, you put the thing here. My concern is if you have that big screen, you need to have that much back. More than going side to side, it needs to have,
You want to be long instead of where you want to be with a wide audience of like 280 degrees. You want to focus your audience for like 45.
yeah, so having the,
Hey, Dory, I have it up here for you, my friend. So like right here, instead of, over here. I can understand that.
Or at least 90 it, so you're going down the street with everybody instead of back to back with the, yeah.
It's in the corner. Yeah.
Unlike a concert, especially Pixel Pitch, right? If you get off with a video wall, it starts looking like that weird, like Gossy sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you being back farther but on center is more important.
yeah, see, I don't think people are gonna be, not many people will be able to see it if the screen is there. You have to have.
Yeah, you can be back 15, 20 feet before it starts like
Because
really
then
looking
the
good.
worst thing you want is that all these people come down and I go, well, I can't see it.
Yeah,
What's the point?
Sure.
Or like,
As if it were-
like at the end of where the.
Right there, exactly.
The diners,
Yeah, so,
like
but,
across the street this way.
And the-
so you want it to face like this way, like here, and people watching this way?
Yes.
I think,
Just careful, of course.
it seems to me that, see, Front Street, you'd have like, you get all these people show up and they can't, they're like, what's the point? But if you put it here and people could see it this way and this way,
Okay.
you see that? Or as you said, if you were to put it at the end of a street and then you have it this way.
Yeah.
But I think that, being that it's public walking ability, we would just have to keep all the sidewalks and crosswalks open. And as we did before, we did the 6-foot tables here, like this,
Yeah, we were gonna do
and then
6
do the
foot
rounds,
Yep.
do the rounds up here. My concern is here,
I got you, it's too close, it's gonna be too tight.
and that's, you would be able to tell us better.
no, you're absolutely right with that,
And
that,
if we,
you know.
if there are no comments on the package,
Well, this would occur at night, so it shouldn't affect the.
Your other option is to flip it and put it at the end of Market Street. Have it going down Main Street.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying, like up here.
The one thing too is going up Market Street, it's like a stadium seating where it's, as you slowly go up, you could, the way you put your tables. I would say we'd only be able to go 2/3, because I think that then you're too far away.
Yeah.
But, whatever the most chairs and the best visibility would be.
Okay.
That's why, again, Lakeside does work, because, but.
Yeah, it's,
But I think we want to partner, if they're willing to all partner and
mhm.
provide food and.
Yeah, if you put it on that end of Front Street, Town Tavern would love you forever,
Yeah.
right?
Right. So that's why we were just trying to figure out, what's going on. But if we have to do it at Lakeside for this one, we definitely will. So that way we have more time to, speak with the businesses. But it was just an opportunity to at least partner with them, like Dory said. And we would just provide, the tables and chairs, and they would have at least the food for residents and the public to, purchase.
Yeah, I think it's a worthwhile venture. Your video company may have some ideas too. They're gonna be able to tell you if they have two things, which are these little silly things called louvers on them.
Okay.
Louvers are when you get like off to the side and you can't see it anymore. Because
Yeah.
it's for wind and sun and things like that. It's weatherproofing.
Yeah.
Other ones don't have that and you can see them pretty good off to the side.
Okay.
So they're gonna be able to let you know, just be like, hey, we're looking for a product that does this. They may have a couple of other options, but at least let you know what is like the good viewing angle of that product.
Okay. Also, Nate, your thoughts on, and whether I don't know if you guys did that already, but, I can't really figure out how tall 15 feet by whatever it is, but we don't, if we're putting the screen in like this, but yet down there we have all these trees, then we have to bring it into the street,
Yeah.
which is a problem too, so
It wouldn't be, you would be fine with where they would put
You'd
it
be
to fold
fine.
out, yeah. Think of about, if you know the stage they put down there on Front Street, it's about, that's almost like like 40 by 15. So it's maybe half of that.
Okay, so
Would be the-
height-wise, we wouldn't run into the the bottom of the tree.
No, because they can move it too. They can move stuff.
Then we don't want to go too far in, like halfway in the
Yeah.
street.
I get it, what you're saying.
No, the tree should be trimmed at least 15 feet from the ground, that's the rule. That's the rule I used to enforce.
And that's the nice thing about Google Street Maps is they can they'll get with you and look down and like, give you options too.
Okay, all right. So those are all good thoughts. Anybody else? Concert in the park. That's the day before the Father Dog.
So, for a concert in the park, I'm actually excited about this. It's a Mardi Gras theme, Michael Evans. So for a giveaway for this one for residents, we're doing Mardi Gras beads. These are the limited edition of beads that the residents will receive with our free logo. We'll also have beads that are not like that, they don't have the logo on it. So you guys can have it if you want one. So that was something we're excited on today. We need to vote on Finn's menu. That is a big need today. So it should be in everyone's packet. After the diagram page where it says Mardi Gras concert, menu offsite. If we can vote on that today, that's our goal for this meeting. Another thing that we want to discuss is decor, what we want this to look like. And then, once we figure out those two, we should be good to go for the, event on the 20th. Or the 19th, or-
Dinner will be nice. My wife can eat, I'm great.
Should eat everything on?
Yeah, she's celiac and she's vegetarian. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
we feed Angela, we're usually good.
We should be good.
It's only if you're into one.
Super cute, I love them. Great. Good
Thank you.
stuff.
Let me go for some decorations for that.
We're gonna open the menu real quick first, and then we're next.
What is it?
I guess we could start at the top, the starters and shareables. So it's the Cajun ahi tuna poke, and then the New Orleans hummus. Does that sound appetizing for you?
They had that at the last one, and I
They had
thought it was, a lot of people got both of those, it seemed to be very popular. Okay, did you get the top two? Didn't you guys get the top two?
Oh,
Yes, I had that, poke bowl. I had that. Did we get that? No, somebody else, I saw a lot of people had some chips, so that was, seemed to be very popular.
So as a committee right now, keep both.
I would agree.
Okay.
And the top two are also gluten-free.
Gluten-free, yes.
Could I make a suggestion for the food service?
Yeah.
The last time, this is the same people, right? From the holiday house.
It's from the holiday
The
season.
same people. Oh, yes. They had one girl taking orders, and that was holding up the whole line.
Okay.
There's gotta be a better way to get people through the line.
No, they had two girls, one on each side, two separate lines.
Okay, yeah, it's a major holdup. I don't know, maybe it got better. Maybe there was only one girl in front of
Maybe, yeah, but
It's very slow.
initially there were two. Initially there were.
They were not doing all that.
Yeah, no, we'll just say the two were.
It just seemed like there had to be a more efficient way to take the orders. Otherwise, the food was great.
When they were taking both, you would drink, and then they had the girl making the drinks here, and then the other one put the order in. It did seem efficient. I think that there was a short time that there was a line, and maybe the one girl went and helped somebody out.
I don't know, it seemed kind of slow.
Now, is there a way, like, if you were to get the burger, and didn't want the Cajun seasoning, is that able to happen, or?
Are you talking about the street burger at the
Yeah,
bottom?
well, it just kind of, a lot of it, I mean, just everything's got.
Yeah, some people don't like Cajun. I'll check with Finns, I'll confirm.
I mean, especially just the burger, because some people just.
Well, the chicken fingers are a good
Yeah.
option for people who don't want Cajun. I like it because there's seafood, there's, they have like the main things, jambalaya and Creole, and choices for people who don't like them.
This seems like more choices than they had last time.
More choices, yeah.
A suggestion.
And if nothing sounds good, have some chicken fingers.
Water,
I'm sorry?
like, why do we have $7 water?
Because Fiji's expensive.
I know, but why do they have to have Fiji?
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, it's the same price as San Pellegrino too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see if they have
I
a
mean,
different water.
it's more expensive than Coke.
Or another option we could do, Dory, is I can talk to them about not providing water and that CROA would provide water to residents. Maybe we could put it on the tables when we discuss the core. Could be an option as well.
Yeah, because I guess you're gonna need it if it's spicy.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe put a gallon on each table.
Yeah, exactly. Just get a gallon of Fiji on every table.
Cheap water.
They're gonna go broke. Fiji.
Now you all were up ordering this food. Do you think there's too much on the menu that the line would be held up?
I think there's too many choices.
I like all.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of choices, but
Yeah, it's a lot, so I don't know if we should just eliminate at least two. Like, I think the starters need to stay and the salad's fine. It's just the entrees. Is there any dessert? No. Oh, there's one dessert.
They seem to think they can serve that many different things. Well,
it just takes people a
Yeah.
long time to look at everything and make a decision, right?
Yeah, but it should be on your table.
Can I make a suggestion, but on the
Yes.
table, please make those bigger.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Should be this size.
Yeah,
Well,
just
no,
make them
even
bigger
bigger
and
next
less.
stage is
Okay.
good. You know,
Gotcha.
like having.
But you have to have front and back.
They give you tools to do
All
that.
right, let's just talk about the entree. If we were to eliminate one.
I would eliminate the sausage and peppers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
Yeah, the Cajun sausage and pepper sandwich.
The only thing about a lot of these, I think that they would be, like jambalaya takes a long time to cook, so that's gonna be pre-made.
Yeah.
There's all pre-made, the toughest is the burger.
Yes,
Again, it takes a long time to cook, they probably have it.
it's pre-made, they're heating it up.
Yeah, so. I don't know.
Okay, do you
The
know?
toughest thing on the menu is technically the burger, but the burger has to stay, because that's your safe item.
Yeah,
It really is, it does come down, as much as I hate to say it personally, the Cajun sausage and peppers. Which is what I would order and enjoy, but then I would go, okay, well, I still get the andouille sausage with the jambalaya, so I'll keep my mouth short of that.
Okay, let's do this. And everybody in the room, please participate in this. Looking at this. Raise your hands if you want to keep the menu as it is. And not eliminate anything.
I think I just want to leave it.
As long as the vendor says.
Okay, well, it looks like,
They're quick, their ingredients are the same across a lot.
Wait, do the hands again?
I want you guys too. I mean,
oh, okay,
everybody, okay, again, everybody that would keep it the way it is, raise your hand and not eliminate anything.
the only way, I know, I'm like the odd one out. The only way, I think there's just too many on the entree, but that's just me personally.
I do too.
I agree, but
But I know, I mean, I like sausage and peppers.
Sausage and peppers is great, but this is not an Italian thing.
Yeah, but andouille isn't.
Heard, question is, how many do they have at the winter concert? Do we know how many entrees they serve there?
Because it's cold.
Yes.
Okay, so they have,
Could be. I think they bring us food in it.
they had a total of 8 items last time, so what do we have?
We should probably.
Entrees?
This was just total, it just says Finn's
Total
favorite.
items.
Yeah, so 1, 2,
That's
3,
five.
We have 5.
6, 7, 8, and then you have 9 for the dessert.
Yeah, the sides are nothing, the entrees have a lot of cross stuff.
That's
My kind of final answer opinion is, they've proved to us in the past that they've been able to handle what they've said, what they've offered to us and then been able to do.
Okay.
So at this point, I would kind of trust Finn's to handle their menu and at least to scale. You know, if nothing, whatever we want to order, but to scale, I would say they're okay with it.
Yeah.
So I would say let's leave it, but it is certainly a really wise thing to kind of flag that if it doesn't work out, if we do
That
that
we're aware of
issue.
it for the future.
I think we should look at the attendance from last
Yeah.
year. It was really light because it was cold. And I think that the
Thank you.
vendor needs to be kind of their plan A and plan B in place.
Okay.
I mean, I think if we get those lights and we get this group that's coming in, it's gonna be fantastic. If we get Finn's, it's gonna be fantastic. My concern is too, is that
If you don't have a lot of people, it's gonna be sad that you're sitting here with a whole bunch of.
although it will benefit you guys, because you'll get all of that over.
You're worried about attendance if it's cold?
I'm worried about attendance here, just period. I mean,
Last year was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they were great.
It was crazy.
Yeah. So what we can do is maybe discuss with Finn's a plan A and plan B. So obviously this is a plan A, but if it's a little bit colder, we would have a different option as a plan B, which is a lighter menu.
yeah, I think that the chicken fingers for sure stay, the bourbon burger with the seasoning on the side is a stay, and then the other 3 are, you know, the one is gluten free, so that's the thing, so maybe one of the other 2, maybe the shrimp and mash, what about that?
That's why.
Okay, never mind. So it's something, let's just keep the menu. And just, we'll have a plan B menu that's just smaller.
Yes.
Well, they could go with this, just, instead of like for each one of them for 100 people, say each one for, 20 or 30 people, and when it runs out.
It's out, yeah.
Fair.
Pre-order.
I'm sorry?
Declare my participants can pre-order.
Not at the moment, but I could check with Finn's and see if that's an option, just so they know what to expect.
Yeah, a pretty solid number to work with.
Dory, if you wanna have a motion and a second for this menu?
Okay, can I have a motion to, approve the menu as is,
Without water.
without water?
The whole set.
I was just saying, that's an option we
Why
can
do you
do.
have to worry about the water, and you guys worry about the water? If you don't want to bring your own water, but leave it on there. I'd leave it the whole menu.
Just say, why didn't you have feet?
I'll see if they have another option.
Gotta say, go to the wholesale. It's the wholesale.
And if, if they can do a cheaper water, that would be.
It's 90% of our time.
It's spice, burger spice, an option of having.
If the season, I'm gonna discuss with the season.
Or, or non, and then a water, a less expensive water.
Okay. so that was
Second,
probably-
do we have a second on that?
I will second that.
All in favor?
And then, I'm gonna have Chris take the lead on decor for this, event. If you wanna discuss.
All
the
right, for decor, going back to the step and repeat that we're getting, that's gonna have our logo on it, that sits on the stage. Dory, you talked about getting some Mardi Gras tinsel, to go around that, like the garland. I found garland that has all the colors in it.
Oh, wow.
So we can put that around the step and repeat to give it some type of pizzazz or decoration. The other thing is the gold centerpieces here. We found these to go as the weights. They look like fancy balloon weights. We got these that we can order, and we were gonna do 60.
Right.
Okay, that was my note. To put in them, I found a couple of different things. I found a lot of mini Mardi Gras masks we could actually stick into. Instead of a flag that says Mardi Gras, just literally put the masks in there. If you guys like that idea.
That's
I can get a lot for cheap, more than the other ones.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those should just, honestly, they should just hang and people can just play with them if they want. And here's another version of that.
Cool. Yeah, those are cute.
So now, here comes the fun part. This is not the pleasant part. The linen we wanted. That's the linen. I scoured the internet. It was only what you found in that company. Nobody else has that linen. They have 5 left. I can't order more than 5. The warehouse doesn't have it.
So that's,
So we need a plan B for this linen. We don't have this.
Not as much, so.
we don't have very many. She had the number. What do you have for the number on? Do we have the gold and green?
The green we have is the apple green.
We don't, this one.
Yeah.
So which company,
No, it's like Granny Smith apple green.
what company did you look at?
This is our.
That was CV Linens, is the company that had.
The cheaper ones is the tablecloth factory.
The CV Linens was the cheaper of the two. The other company did not have this shade.
Okay.
They had linens, but they did not have that shade.
CV was the $349 one.
Correct, they were the good deal one, but that's why they have nothing left.
So would you be interested in, this may sound crazy, but like Mardi Gras colors are, purple, green, yellow, orange. Would you be a fan of like mixing the colors, or you're trying to stick with one color?
Do you want me to try to do the spectrum of that holiday?
For the Mardi Gras, we were gonna go with just the purple.
Just purple? Okay.
Right. And then, but I'm not saying that, he says now there's nothing else, they don't have.
They don't have the stock in the warehouse.
And we don't have it here.
Yeah, you can.
What we have, this is my linen count from 2 weeks ago. Purple 6-footers, I've got 23. Purple rounds, I've got 9. That's not even gonna give us 20 rounds.
Why are you doing just purple? I thought Mardi Gras was the 3 color.
It is. Well,
Purple, green, and gold.
the problem is that these companies don't have those colors. They have like the apple green, which we don't want. So we were gonna say, just go with the purple and then do the gold centerpiece.
Oh, I see, okay.
And then that over the whole thing. Now, it sounds like we have enough for the 6-foot tables, but we only have 8 purple for the,
9, we currently in stock have 9 purple rounds, and I can get 5 from this company. I wanted 50, but they just don't have it right now. Unless by some miracle, by the end of January, they restock. I mean, I'm going to keep looking. I'm not going to give up on this because I want that idea too. I want the purple with the gold.
And they don't have this color green
no.
anyway.
Well, there's another company that has more choices.
I'm like,
but they're-
we should have this color
This
green,
is
it's our
celebration.
color.
We have this, but it was all for the 851 meetings. You guys remember that?
Right.
Every time we had board meetings there, that's what this is.
You can get them, but the other companies, they're $16 a piece. We're not gonna pay that. So,
No, it'd take us forever to get our money back from use. But do
what about?
you want me to stay with this company and keep following to see if their inventory comes in?
Yeah, and then why don't you just check with, that same company? I would check with eFavor Mark, CD Linens, and Tablecloth Factory. Those 3.
You said tablecloth.
And Premier is the one that had for 16. And then I was gonna say, possibly check, if you can get them for pretty much the same price, what if we just did a square or round topper?
A flat instead of a fitted. I was considering that too. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I don't think we have much of a choice.
All right, well, why don't I call CB Linens and call Tablecloth Factory, get in touch with the sales rep people there and say, hey, I want you to update me when this stuff comes in. I need this.
Right, that's what I would do.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
And then see what, I'm not sure what size, I don't think it's a 60, maybe it's a 42. And whether it's a round or square, it doesn't really matter, because the round square will go on it, and it would just be like this type
If
of.
it's a flat, for a square, you get those 4 points. Would you?
I agree.
Okay. But that's our only challenge for the decorations for the Mardi Gras dance.
So is the backup, like, just using black ones?
Well, that's what I was
I
wondering.
mean, black's always our backup.
Yeah, because then we could,
We have it in black, I think, right?
We do have plenty of black, I don't want to use them because black and gold is going to look like New Year's Eve.
I use this.
You know, like UCF, yeah, you're old school.
The colors stand for justice, faith, and power,
Do you want me to also,
just in case.
do you also want me to see if I can find a gold to mix in with the purple?
How big is
Well,
it?
all the centerpieces are gold.
30, do you have to get, it can't be 30, it has to fit 30 to 36.
Yeah.
And I believe it's a 32 inch table. The only thing with, again, we go with the green, and we go with the gold, is it gonna be bright yellow? Is it gonna be gold?
It's got to be more goldy and less honeysuckle or whatever,
More like this.
less lemon.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard, so I think we need to go with the black, or we have to go with the
Okay.
Well, we still have time, so we'll keep calling these companies. The main
Well,
goal
they-
is to have purple tablecloths. If they do not, it's gonna be black tablecloths. then.
They also have yellow, but it's lemon yellow.
Yes.
It's not the gold. All right. Other than that, everything's good?
Did you get those gold things yet? Did you order them yet?
No, I didn't order them yet.
Well, I was
Why?
gonna say, maybe if we hold out and if they have the Mardi Gras colors, if we have to go with black.
Yeah, I mean, the centerpiece could be 3 colors.
Be 3 colors.
What colors would you like this to be?
Well, I'm saying the 3 colors. I mean, do they come in Mardi Gras colors of gold?
Oh, do the individual ones come in multicolor?
Yeah.
Oh, let me look
Or
that up.
you do the gold and then in it.
They came in like birthday party colors, but I didn't look for straight Mardi Gras colors because the ones that they did have had stuff in them and they were really expensive for one.
Okay,
But this is a great deal for bulk.
okay. Well, yeah.
How big are the garlands? How long? are the garlands?
The garland is 66 feet.
66 feet?
Yeah. $21 for 66 feet.
Sounds small.
I mean, this is,
Really high by garlands.
yeah, this is Christmas garland with those colors on it. You know, you can snip it if it's too long to, you know, shape it up.
You gotta show me.
What you're thinking?
I'm just 66 feet for that, and she sounds like it's gonna be one strand and a couple of things sticking out of it.
No,
What
according,
they show you in the picture sometimes is not always what you.
it's gonna be nice and fluffy.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have doubts on that one. Every picture I've seen of any of this garland was all fat. Huh?
What, yeah, but again, like I said, they say that.
Yeah, which one?
It was on Amazon, and this is Joyen Mardi Gras tinsel garland. Purple metallic streamers for sparkling, glittering, hanging decorations, indoor, outdoor Mardi Gras party decorations, carnival accessories. I mean, if there's a video, because a lot of these things now come with videos, I'll watch the video because it'll show you in real time what that product is.
Yeah. No,
Chris also, like, she just pulled off Lauren Training has the Mardi Gras, but they're expensive, they're like $7 a piece. But the other option would be to get, instead of getting all gold, if we have to go with black, all gold, get like, 20 gold, 20 purple, and 20 green, and then we would mix them up on the different tables.
That's a really good plan B.
Because the ones you have, they're much cheaper, aren't they? They're like a buck and a half.
They're a dozen for $30.
Is it joining? Joining?
Joyen, yeah.
Yeah, it's tinsel garland.
So all that's being used for is go from you. Okay, anything else you have over there, Chris?
For this event, no, that was it. The green and purple for that, the masks for the centerpieces also, and then everything else is for the other event.
Okay, great.
What about these?
Oh, the banners?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put that I'd put that by intent for checking.
You need two of them, put them on the two posts.
Email that
I
out.
think it comes with
Email that
three.
down.
Oh,
I think it comes with all three.
there you go. We'll send that to Chris.
Whoever pops up in your phone.
Let's see, okay, I think that's it, and, that event again is from 6:30 to 8:30, right?
Correct.
Which is a good time frame. And, with bins too, I would ask them, once we determine the venue and all that, to, have food available at 6 or whatever, the pizza start.
Okay.
And nothing else, let's move on to updates, other lighting too.
So, during this meeting, our note was, we have not heard from the lighting company. Well, during this meeting, he actually just sent us a message. So for the lights, it's the same lights as last year. It's gonna be $4,995. Lighting for one night event versus 2 nights will not charge for the second night, so that's the same price, $4,995 for both events. Lighting includes extra lighting in the trusses, that was Allison's question. There are 10 trusses, so we would need 10 uplights at $35 each, so this would add $350.
And that's within our budget.
Well, for concerts in the park, we can make it work in the budget. I think sorry, I'm pulling up your budget right now. We normally have, I think we have it budgeted for 4 concerts in the park. Yeah, so you had 1 for February, 1 budgeted for April, or I'm sorry, 3, and 1 budgeted for October. For April, we were thinking about potentially having that as maybe a game show night instead of a concert in the park, because we were thinking about doing a concert in the park for the May event. So we can use those April funds to potentially pay for these lights in the park.
Anybody have any thoughts on that? Again, the main thing is that we are gonna have the balloon lights, which are cool. I think they're really neat. And they can change colors. And, so we can have purple and we can have, make them look like lollipops, you know, for the father-daughter.
And you can
And we
change
can
it
also
for Mardi Gras.
change them for Mardi Gras for purple. But our biggest concern is it's still not, we don't think it's enough light, especially if we use the color. If we had all the white and white, but if we were to use them to add to the event, adding those lights is probably more of a safety thing now than it is a, you know, a vibe type thing, so.
And then so if we purchase these lights, we're not having a dance floor. I think that was discussed at the last meeting with Allison, right, about a dance floor?
We have to have one for the father-daughter.
Well, I was saying that we
The
may,
dance.
right, we're probably gonna have to use the one we have.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I'm saying, just keep that in mind.
Right.
No, I don't want them dancing in the dirt, but I mean, like, we would have to use the dance floor we have.
Yes. Is that okay with everybody?
Mhm. Yes.
We rolled out the lighted dance floor.
Right. And there were issues with them on that, so.
ADA compliance and stuff like that, changing colors, and there was just too many issues.
Who would have thought?
And so the floor will be up for both events, pretty much the same location as before.
Mhm.
And, okay, let's vote on the additional lights for the purple and the pop candy colored, whatever. What do you think? Is that 350 total, you said?
350 total, because it's $35
For 10 lights.
For 10 lights, yeah.
What do you think, Nate? Nate's a yes.
And we're,
Yeah,
and we're buying those?
No.
No, they're renting them.
renting little uplight bars and trusses to
Yeah.
go around drives.
Right.
Everything doesn't come cheap, and like you said, it's safety.
Right, okay, I'm a yes. Okay, yes on that.
Can you do a motion and
Yeah,
second for the?
we'll do this for the whole package.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do this, the dance floor anyway. Okay, motion to approve for the father-daughter dance, the lights at $499.5 with the additional $350 for the colored uplights on those, as well as using the celebration dance floor.
Motion to accept.
Motion, second,
And,
Second.
and go ahead.
no, that was,
Okay. Okay, all in favor? Okay, there you go.
Awesome. So that's all, that's a plus, so we got that one out of the way. If, Chris, do you wanna talk about, like the decor that you found for the father-daughter?
Okay, so to revisit the conversation from earlier, the balloon bubble house, this is what that is. It's a giant, it looks like a clear igloo kids go into. I'm looking,
Like that snow globe that you saw.
Yeah, it's like a candy ball machine.
Yeah, like a
Yeah, gumball machine, yeah.
I'm contacting a couple of companies to try to get a quote. There is a new company out of Davenport that's near me. They just opened up a rental space and it looks like they exclusively do this.
Really?
So I emailed them, I'm waiting for an email back. If not, I'm gonna blow up their phone.
How much is that?
But I'll get, it's between $400 and $430 for the, that is on the website quote that I checked. There were 2 or 3 websites for different companies. They all range between $400 and $430. Since we do have that sponsor, they're willing to cover that cost. So I'm gonna grab one of good quality.
Is it lit inside?
I need to get the details of that, if it's lit, if it comes with things that, if it comes with a blower to blow stuff around. If we want kind of what this looks like, we can add the inside stuff to ourselves. As long as they set it up and it blows, there's an attendant.
Yeah, do we need it powered? If so, what power? Do they have a generator?
They would provide power. I would assume for a rental cost, we get an attendant and we get the power generator.
So that's what I would find that out, to
Yeah.
attend it.
Yeah, just like any company that does bounce houses. That's what I would expect. As far as the other decorations go, I'm gonna go in order of how I put them in the notebook. The idea that we do every Easter, guess what's in the jar that you ladies set up? I got 2 of these acrylic jars. If you guys can get the candy and tell me what you want to put in them, I've got these acrylic jars coming, so they will not shatter if they fall. They do have lids on them, and they are, how many ounces is this jar? 46 ounce plastic candy jar. As one of the activities. The Candyland game, this is the classic Candyland. There's 3 versions of this game now. I got the classic version because I don't understand what the other 2 are. They're very strange. There's one that's like the jumbo version. But I don't want kids stepping all over the game and ruining it the first night. So this is going to be we said this is going to be one of the prizes for the scavenger hunt.
Right.
Okay.
And were we gonna do that thing about how many events have you attended, who's the oldest, who's the youngest, we doing any of that?
What would we give them as a prize if we did that?
Oh, you're talking about how many father-daughters you attended?
Yeah, and then we had said maybe the oldest and the youngest, remember, there was somebody who had been to every one of them or something, I don't know, there seems like there should be some acknowledgement of that.
It'd be cute to give them like a chocolate medal necklace.
Yeah,
You know, I'll look for something like that.
okay.
Give me how many categories you want to do, and I'll see if I can order some of those little candy necklaces.
Okay.
Speaking of candy necklaces,
That was candy necklace, go.
speaking of those, I did get a deal on those. Where are they? Okay. They come in 80 packs, and they're actual candy necklaces, and we wanted to do those at the table, correct? They're individually wrapped in their own bags. If we wanted to put them in another gift bag, let me know if you guys want to do that, or if we wanted to add something to it, so I know what size bag to get. But right now, we do have individual candy necklaces, and I can get 2 packs of those.
It would be nice
And
and
they also have candy bracelets.
Yes, they did, that you can ride around.
Well, we were gonna put the necklaces in a nice, we talked about like a nice mesh bag, and that would go at each table, we have 4. And if somebody didn't get one, we'll have extras, but.
And then, Dory, what I wanted to also do, Melody saw me doing this while we were walking in. Personalized M&Ms is the big thing now. So you could do like with the 30th logo, like you could do either, again, I just threw a heart in there, but you could write father, daughter, we can have another one, there's 4 categories. 2026, for 250, these small, it's cute little party favors, it'll be $687.50 plus tax. So I think this would be something memorable for them to get as well.
Would they come in, how do they?
They come in the little packs, they're already pre-packed, like the fun size, packets. And then you could customize the colors, 250 packets. So I've actually done this before when I was at UCF, it's actually the cutest thing. We actually put people's faces on it, so I really don't have a concern with like, you're not gonna see Celebration, obviously, here's an example of it, but at least you're gonna see the logo. And it says father, daughter, I think the kids are gonna see that more memorable than just giving them random pieces of candy. I do like the idea of like the candy bracelets, because that fits into Candyland, but maybe this is a gift on the way out or something.
Oh, I like the idea of the gift on the way out, because they like that up here, but then I was also thinking, when you're gonna bring up the glasses next. So if we were talking about doing when they come to get the scavenger hunt, they get the glasses, like say, here's your glasses, and and then what about when they bring it back?
Okay.
Could we give that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was just thinking of something that's like customized for them to get.
Yeah, but I sort of like the idea of giving it to them on the way out. Yeah, that's really special, because it would be nice for them to take it home and show mom.
Yeah. If I can get like how quickly, it would be really cool to maybe talk to Disney Springs on getting their names on it. So it's customized to their name. I know, that's pushing, but
And then
it's literally like a little plastic bag. It's like a M&M's bag that you find. That might
The
get
fun size,
complicated.
I think it's that.
Just trying to make it a little bit more
It would be
personal.
nice I think it would be nice to take it home so they don't open it there.
Yeah,
Let mom see it, and take it home to the.
So we'd rather have this as a parting gift?
yeah.
A party gift.
Yeah.
I think, that
I
would
like
be it. A party gift.
So we have in the budget, $2,500 for decor and activities. So if you wanna finalize all the decor and activities, and we can get your blessing on that to move forward for purchasing.
Yeah, speaking of expenses for those, the light up wands that we found, they are $3 a piece versus candy bubble wands.
Candy bubble ones go a lot further for some reason, and you get a lot more. It'll be a fraction of the cost. What do you think?
Do you have the pictures of wands?
The,
When you put candy bubbles in it.
there's, yes, these are the wands and they have the bubbles in them, and you unscrew it, pull it, and do this.
The only thing
It's not automatic, that's why it's a little cheaper.
The only concern I see that looks like Christmas, so we would just maybe have to find one that.
This is it. There's not a lot of choice when it comes to candy wands. It's this or it's the super expensive light up lollipop.
I don't know.
See, we can give them the lollipops when they come in lit, pre-lit, and then you hand it to them, welcome, welcome, welcome. Then they go to their tables and then they're gonna get candy next time. Then they go,
Yeah, Allison, are you on?
I am.
Okay, sorry, I was on that list.
Okay, the cost for 200 of the light up, it's spinning light up lollipop ones is $598. For 200.
And also I did speak with Steven regarding having these in his stock, and they're almost about the same price, so I think they're just very expensive.
okay, show us the glasses.
All right, let's move on to the glasses. So the glasses for the hunt are super fun. 36 pieces for $12, and you get all those different styles.
They're all candy.
Those are fantastic looking. That's, to me, that's definitely a keeper.
Yeah, so in order to get them to come to the one event thing is to, for the, scavenger hunt. They come up, they get their paper for the scavenger hunt, and they get these glasses. There's nothing inside of it, and then they can wear the glasses, like be the Candyland scavenger hunter.
All right, the other thing, Allison and I, we want to do the lollipop bouquets for the centerpieces.
Right.
The buckets, I'm going to try to find cheaper buckets than what we found online,
Buckets for what?
for the lollipop bouquets.
Okay,
Our Dum Dum bouquets.
you're right.
Dum Dums, those are easy to get. I might actually have a stack in storage from Christmas. However, we need 200, I'm looking for around 250. Or is it one, it's not one per kid, is it one per table?
250
How many?
dum-dums or?
No, but-
125. We only need 125, right? Because
Okay.
we're at a 250 number, are we?
We're at a 250 number as of right now. But are you talking about specifically for tables, or is this a giveaway?
I was wondering, is this gonna be a giveaway or do we want it per table?
No, the dum-dum and the thing, that's a craft that they have to go make.
Okay, so that is gonna be, my
So
first
we
one was
only need
correct.
150 maybe at the most.
150?
Yeah, 150, because some people bring it to.
Little stuff, right? Like,
A ceramic, a little ceramic pot, so it looks like a flower pot with, and if you can get them in bright colors, would be nice. But you, so then you're gonna probably have to put like a piece of clay or something like that.
We found
There's
these.
a $2 coupon at BJ's for dum-dum.
I was gonna check Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree for the containers. And just pass it by Allison to see if we can get some different ideas, because this is super cute, but that's gonna run really high.
And how big are they?
Those are 4.5 inch.
And this is.
Yeah, I think they can,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to get the pot and the suckers and make sure it works,
Right.
because otherwise it ain't.
Right, so
Well,
it'll
it'll
be
be
right
like
in
that. No,
Right,
it-
which I'm thinking a little round, those little round green styrofoams, you stick them in
Those are expensive, or clay,
Yeah.
moderate clay.
from Play-Doh. Play-Doh's cheap.
Play-Doh would work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have to somehow match the size with the sucker so that they don't.
How much are those pots?
You get 12 of them for $23. The color I like, the price I hate. For the quantity.
And going back to your spiral spinning candy suckers, if we drop that down to 150, we'll drop our price. The number that we want to order.
For the spinnies?
Yeah, just get 150 instead of 200.
Okay. Look for 150. Okay. All right, let me reprice the 150 and I'll share that with Allison. See what that runs us. Other items for this event do include, what did I not go over yet? Candy necklaces, masks, buckets. The stickers for the buckets. Stickers for the buckets is easy. Lots of really good choices for those. They come in giant rolls, they're dirt cheap, and we can decorate it. If we got something plain and not loud colors, the kids can put stickers all over those things.
Yeah, that's great.
That's not an issue at all. We talked about the skirting for the tables.
Yes.
Okay. This is another hard one. Skirting for the tables. That is what I found.
You didn't find the other one?
I did, but not at a price we could afford. And I mean, it's way, way up there. It's not worth purchasing because it's so high.
That's for all
It
of
was
us?
in the thousands.
This was supposed to be for every round table you were looking at?
And it was the craft.
No,
Oh, for
the
the crafts.
craft table, maybe the food table, because remember Chick-fil-A's giving us the food, and we're gonna have that displayed, and they're gonna have a representative to help me set that food up, make it look really high-end. But it comes in multiple colors. Not flattering, but the color's there. Do we have any opinions? And here's the other one. Do we have any opinions on this type of material? Remember, this is all skirting. Just to try to make the event.
To be honest, I don't think it's gonna match with the ones that we have.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
Are they, this to buy them, not rent them, right?
No, this is a buy.
And are they washable?
No, they are super cheap.
Are they plastic?
Yes.
Or are they plastic?
We said they're
Yes.
cheap, but they're expensive.
They're cheap. They're cheap, but they're not that expensive. But the only thing that I like about them are the color. I like the bright yellow, the bright pink, the bright blue, because it is very candy looking and because there's shine on it.
And I like the fullness to it too. It kind of adds just like a little elegance to it. But again, great. We use them for this. It's an expense. It's almost a capital expense for what it is.
Right.
And then what do we do with them? And then they're probably going to be. I would defer to you guys, but they're probably going to be trashed after.
If we have a kid that likes
Yeah,
to
they
pick,
probably will.
they're gonna pick it apart because it is stretchable plastic,
I would say
like
do
table
that
covers.
at the very end, and if we don't have money left over, if we have money left over, we could get them, otherwise maybe not going to.
Yeah, I'm just worried about it looking cheap too.
The gumballs that are the blow-up balls, that was a fun one. We could totally pull this off. These are marbleized bouncy kickballs, inflatable, and they come with pumps and they look like giant pieces of candy. Gumballs or jawbreakers, those look really good.
What's that for?
That with the cellophane that I found, the giant roll of cellophane wrapped around it to make it look like a piece of hard candy. I found those and I found ones with dots on them.
I like those.
I mean, I like both.
Yeah.
And they're not really crazy on price.
Yeah. And it's one of those. It's one of those you buy them, if it doesn't really work, we haven't invested so much in it that it's,
And even if they do work, I could recycle this in the kids' summer camp.
yeah, you use it for other stuff, you got great, it's a good option. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I've got 220 feet of the cellophane wrap, which is only $33.
Excuse me, why are you doing balls? Isn't that a safety issue again that we've dealt with in the past? What do you mean ball?
No, it's gonna be basketball.
Oh, tell her we're turning them
Are they
into.
gonna kick these balls?
No, they're decoration. We're wrapping them in cellophane so it looks like clear hard candy.
Yes, you're not.
Yeah.
Put it in cellophane.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, we were just talking about not having balls for the football.
Yes,
Football, yeah.
Okay. My heart.
No, just decoration.
I just know this was an issue in the past.
Yeah.
They have these, they're cool, and they have them in different colors, and they're only $32.
Yeah, that I would.
Okay, if we did like 6 of them or something like that, that's all we need.
playing games. I mean.
It's not,
Yeah.
yeah, is it, that's.
No, it's cool, and then, but it comes in those colors down there.
It's all wet and fill material.
There you go. And if we only need like 6 stations, we can handle that, couldn't we? Yeah, we could reduce it. That's not as fancy as the other ones.
Yeah.
No, but that's, I mean, that's more affordable.
Yeah, it's more
Um,
affordable.
As far as the food goes,
Yes.
we're doing the
They have them in different.
the chocolate fountain softer on the bottom with the Rice Krispie treats and the marshmallows so that the girls can put it on. Now I found thin dowel rods. We tried the hollow straws that are made out of paper. They're not going to hold up. So we found colored dowel rods. You shove it into the soft candy, the marshmallow, the Rice Krispie candy, and then you can just dip it in there, or we can have an attendant and go, okay, dip once, go away, so kids aren't covered in chocolate and playing it like it's a toy.
Because people are gonna stick their faces in
It takes one stupid child.
Skewers at Dollar Tree, the little skewers in the barbecue section,
Yeah,
and I would stick it in every single one of them.
so it's already
Oh,
safe.
well, that's where I'm going with this whole conversation. I like the colors on this because it matches our candy and they're only $10. So,
It's hollow.
no, they're not hollow.
They're made for this.
Yeah, they're made to puncture food or crafts.
That's like I said, they were hollow.
Now, the straws we wanted to get, the paper straws we wanted to get with the little swirlies on them, those were hollow and those are not gonna hold up.
Yeah.
So I changed to the dowel rods. Now, this is what we're gonna put it on. This I'm definitely getting. Our food, we get 4 food trays, we get 3 tiered, and we get 3 2-tiered. That's going to hold all of our food. That might even hold some of the Chick-fil-A food. So I definitely want to put those here with the dowel rods in them, or the bunk cakes that we're getting for a great deal. This is basically a donation. I want to put them on some of this so that they're displayed really well. What do you guys think about that?
What are those made of?
These are plastic.
Yeah, because my concern is the weight, because are they, are they really
Yeah.
secure?
Yeah,
That's my only concern.
they got 1, 2, they got 4.5 stars. They got almost perfect reviews. And
If you order them, open them up and just see, because
it's going to be like a put together situation.
yeah, I know, that's my concern is the weight, like for the buntinis, the weight of them. Are the buntinis gonna come separately boxed, by the way?
Hey, Allison, can you confirm that?
Yeah, so I actually just got off the phone with her. They do come, they're coming all together essentially per flavor in the boxes, if that makes sense. So like all the white chocolate raspberry is going to be together. If we want it in a different setup, I can call her and ask her to, individually box them, but that might have a price point with that.
I'll jump.
Yeah,
I like this idea because you're gonna be able to take, if they have different, be able to take it and thematically fit with the colors and everything else. These, if it works, can lend themselves to other options too, even if it's just a plate, so I can kind of
You
see.
could refill these as necessary from underneath the table.
yeah.
But if it doesn't work and it looks like these aren't gonna hold the weight, or they're gonna be lopsided or something, then they may be able to plan B is just candy with those and then make a decorative thing and then punt for whatever your food option needs to be for display.
What I can also do is share the link of those with the buntinis or the everything bunt cakes and also get their feedback since they would know out of anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just,
Mhm.
my concern is, the only thing, because we've never seen them before, is, the stability of them,
We haven't seen the bun cake, we haven't seen that. Put the two together, don't wanna put you guys in the bad spot with
No,
it.
I know what the bun cakes are. They're very popular in New York, and those stores are everywhere, and they're freaking delicious.
They are, it's in that.
I know.
So what we could do is, if you do order it and it doesn't work, you can always just return it, we can test it out.
It's really simple, I mean,
I have the full confidence in you guys, not the plastic we're ordering from Amazon.
No,
Cupcake.
before, but I'm just saying that it's, like, I'm just what Nate said.
Let me do some research on this exact one, again, and see if there's a video on it showing setup, somebody actually using it to see if it does have a weight capacity on it, or if if there's any concerns like that of structure. Because if it is, I can just go into metal.
Yeah, I'm just also trying to determine, again, them coming up and taking, or do we serve them? What flavor do you want? Strawberry? Do we have to serve them, or do we let them be self-served?
Put it near the fountain, because we're gonna have an attendant near the fountain. So if this is near the fountain with all the sweets, we can have an attendant keep an eye on all this and just have the little.
Everything Bunt Cake will be on site because they want to hand them out themselves.
Okay, then.
Okay.
That settles that.
Wait, Allison, do they want to serve them themselves out of the box, or can we use a display?
I'm sure you can use the display. I'm going to send them that precise link though, so that they can also take a look, because they'll be the ones that tell us if they already know that's going to work or not. And then we'll kind of take it from there, and I'll see how they want to serve it.
Okay.
Can we at least give them an option of like a vote today, and then, because I'm just worried about time too, like, we really don't have a window of the next.
I think, I would talk to the Hunt people, if they're gonna be there, they're gonna serve them, because, we are at a limited number. I don't think it's a bad idea if you ordered those, just 3 of them, and then you have the different flavors.
Oh, this is one set.
Yeah, it's
This
all.
whole thing comes together. We get all that.
I think we have to, if Bunt people only wanna serve them, then I don't know if we need them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we want something for our
Is there, how much are there?
$26, 27.
Yeah, and then we'll.
Yeah, and if you don't, yeah.
I mean, that's what drew me to it. I'm like, look how much you get for $27, even if it's a one-time use.
And that's what I'm concerned about. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah.
And I can drop these all off at Deb's house afterward.
Exactly.
So real quick, so as far as the decor, everything else that Chris presented, was there any issues with the decor for the committee? Is there interest in any other additional decor? Because as of right now, what we have for tents so far is cotton candy, courtesy of Kilwins. We have a chocolate tent.
It's courtesy of Gypsy Moon.
I'm sorry, Gypsy Moon, my bad. Gypsy Moon. We have a chocolate tent, that Chris was providing with the skewers, I'm sorry.
Chocolate
Yeah,
fountain.
thank you. And then the lollipop craft. And then there's going to be a tent for a scavenger hunt. So that is 4 tents that we have.
What was the first one again?
First one was cotton candy, courtesy of Gypsy Moon.
Hey, Dad.
Chocolate fondue tent. Lollipop, that was like the craft one with the ceramic pots. And then we're gonna do a scavenger hunt, so I assume we'll have a tent, for that location.
I just hope that's enough as far as entertaining.
What are the dads supposed to be doing during this time?
Taking pictures from mom.
Talk after each other and dancing and whatever.
Talking to Murray from Chick-fil-A?
I think that might be okay.
So we can further look into that and send you an email on an additional tent, so at least there's 5 tents instead of 4. And then, finally, on design, mentioned in the update that there was a resident that can give us a discounted rate for an arch. So let me, pull out
That's the balloon on.
the balloon
You guys
arch.
have the photo?
Yes.
He does a good job too.
So yeah, so it's a cute little arch, roughly like 9 to 10 feet wide, 7 feet tall.
And it does light up. So those pink LED bars that are kind of tracing the doorway looking thing, those are lit up.
Is this a entryway with that whole Candyland thing, or is it just a balloon?
It honestly can be either one. She did say if you wanted to adjust it, so if you want that to be more of an arch versus a photo op, to put it at the entryway, we can do that, and I can tell her, hey, can you just kind of move it out a bit more? But somebody actually on our Facebook tagged us in her work, so that's where I kind of found her. And she's willing to give it at a $150 discount to us just for being celebration, so.
Okay, so basically what you're saying, we're getting are the balloons, the little thing, the suckers on top, and the Candyland house.
Mhm.
She's doing that, and is this an entryway, or is this a photo op? It's a solid wall?
Either or.
It could be either.
It could be either one. She set it up as a photo op, but if we want it as an arch, we can still do that. Because I know we had mentioned last year they still use the arch as a photo op anyways to get onto the lawn. So it really can kill two birds with one stone.
Okay, what's the price of this again?
She's gonna give it to us for $300. It goes for $450.
All right, to make it like Arlo too, it's setting up and stuff. I would, if we do this as a photo op thing, which looks very nice, I would put it on the lawn, not as you enter, but like we had last year, it would be on the lawn so they can go back and forth 10 times to do the picture. But I was wondering if there's a possibility she could do a similar one at the entryway when we come in, so we don't have to set up any arches, something similar to that, and just add for 150 at another arch so that they walk in.
That
Yeah,
was
I can-
exactly where I was gonna go. Can we
I
split them?
can
Can we have a photo
absolutely
op
ask
and
her
that gives
that.
us another one? And just to sit, and even if it's a nice balloon arch and it's just an entranceway balloon arch for the girls, even our father and daughter.
An entrance wow factor.
Yeah, and then we do need somewhere where we have our photo op, and then if she can create that with that Candyland, that gives us our backdrop for photos.
Absolutely. And don't forget, we also get the digital photo booth from Florida Foam for free. So we can actually put that arch in the background and not even have to worry about somebody taking the photos because the photo booth will be there.
Sold for me at least.
What'd you say?
That's sold for me at least, yeah. That's great.
Do we still have the arch that we used that would be decorated in any way we want? What is that?
We have it, but it's, like I said, it's a lot of work, and it's work. It's very hard to fit, and you can't attach anything to it.
Unwieldy at best.
It's not, it doesn't really fit into this.
I just feel so we own it, so we should use it. I don't know.
Well, and you bought stuff in Hobby Lobby, right?
We did.
Stuff. So what do you buy? Do you have like big lollipops and?
Yes, when did we show you guys that? We brought some of that stuff in. So I've got giant foam candies, because during Christmas, because now candy is a Christmas thing for some strange reason.
Yeah.
So while they were having a Christmas sale, I was lucky enough to grab her credit card, run to Hobby Lobby, FaceTime Allison, and we bought I had 2 shopping carts full of stuff, and I got it for $300. So we have tons of lollipops, big twisty candies, all types of lightweight foam things we could actually tape and pin to stuff.
Yeah.
I
Well, that's
completely forgot about
exactly
that. It's like 3 totes
If we
full.
had that arch was to attach.
You
to
can't
that.
attach anything to the arch because it's a fabric, and you can't attach to that. That arch fits like by itself.
I think she's talking about the tree arch.
Yeah.
Oh, the church. Well, no, I think this is more candy.
I do too, I think it's pretty.
No, I did too, but I'm.
But don't forget, I did buy all those other
Well, that's
decorations.
gonna be hung from the tents, more or less.
Do the
We can
tents,
do that.
maybe like around the lawn as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Bush lines, yeah.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she can do that, and then you got, like you said, all this stuff for like set dressing, everything else out.
Right.
Yeah, beautiful.
All
I
right.
mean, we could even, if you wanted, we could do a tree with all that,
Mm-hmm.
with those balls.
Yeah, you can hang them to the trees around.
Stick those in it.
And you'll be able to see it with those 6 see double lights that we got, you know.
All right, so we're gonna do vote on the fact that we're gonna do one of these balloon arches at the entryway, the Candyland arch at the entryway, and the Candyland photo op in the back with the photo booth inside, so they can run up 10 times if they want. They won't be leaving the room. Is everybody in favor of that?
We have a motion and a second.
A motion, second?
Second.
Thank you.
I just thought of another one too.
Alright, so we are all done with the activities for now. We're gonna skip that because we have to get through the rest of these items. So egg hunt is very important that I want to talk about. I know there was some, like hesitation with the adjustment of the dates, so we wanted to bring it back. Let's talk as a committee and see, do we want to do it the Friday and Saturday a week before, or do it traditionally on Friday and Saturday and then Sunday?
I thought we had a decision.
What, Marco?
I thought we had a decision last meeting for the egg hunt. We had
So Easter is April 5th, and then we originally just, like, we were thinking of doing March 27th and 28th, but I know the last meeting, correct me if I'm wrong, it was, we've always had Easter on Easter weekend, which I understand. But since there was 2 Easter activities going on, we were trying to see if you wanted to still keep it on Easter weekend, which would be April 3rd and 4th, or we revisit March 27th and 28th, because we had a few residents say that they go away for Easter. So we were trying to accommodate, but I mean, you can't accommodate everybody.
What is the next for the employees, Parks and Rec and?
I mean, we will be happy to work with either date.
When you, like, I'm just curious what the numbers are of people who said they travel on Easter, because I don't know if it is a huge number. Then
Yeah.
yes, but if it's just a couple people that are kind of complaining about it.
It really was just a handful of people at the last one. No, I don't think anything really significant.
Traveling or not, we always have the space bank. So
Yeah. Right.
whatever works better for the Parks and Rec and especially events with the employees, because at the end of the day, they are having out their work.
Well, and we don't mind Easter. So that's why I just want to make sure it's well aware, we
I
don't
think
mind.
it's nice that we ended that for the Easter.
Was at any point in having it the week before with the Saturday of Easter being a rain date, just in case first day doesn't work? Or is that too much trouble?
So with this event, we have like over 2,000, residents that attend, so just my concern is it may cause confusion if I have 2 different dates. So we haven't got it out yet, we wanna at least get it out, obviously by mid-February. I just wanna do the save the date. So we'll be happy to do, April 3rd and 4th as well. We just wanted to just talk to the committee about it.
Well, again, it matters not to me when we have it personally. The only thing is that for the past 20 years, we've had it the day before Easter. And my concern is, will we get more than a handful of complaints because we moved it to a different day and they've already scheduled their spring break? Well, I don't know when spring break is either.
It's usually March in this.
Yeah, it's St. Patrick's.
It's the 16th to the 20th.
20th, thank you.
I say keep it Easter, if it's just a handful of people.
Okay, rest of the committee's good with that? So,
Yeah, I agree, and we'll, flag it, keep an eye on it. If it grows, if more people are finding that, then maybe you reevaluate it.
Yeah, they probably have like a bunch of partner programs like flag football and soccer, moving back and forth into the weekend.
Yeah,
Because of the Easter, we usually don't have games here. And the week before, we always don't have.
you're gonna be busy and everything else too, right? Yeah. And it's not an all-day event, right? It's not one of those where we're taking, it's 6 hours or 4 hours or even an evening. So,
okay, so we are doing 3rd and 4th of April. So the reason I'm saying 3rd and 4th is because we want to kind of break it down. So that Friday is when we have different categories. I believe it's like it goes all the way up, I believe, till 12 years old here. Correct me if I'm wrong. We see a lot of teenagers try to come out here and try to participate. So we wanted to do something different this year, especially with the 30th anniversary, is doing a teenage/adult egg hunt on Friday, the night before. So at least it prevents, hopefully it'll prevent the teenagers from trying to come in and participate with the younger kids. Now, we can potentially review, like, obviously we can do eggs, we can do gift cards. It doesn't have to be like alcoholic drinks. I know someone expressed concerns of teenagers and adults, they're not on the same field. We're obviously not gonna serve kids alcohol. So we can do adults maybe on field 2 and the teens on field 1, but maybe give them like, I know the golden egg was like an issue, but maybe multiple gift cards, whether it's like a $5 Starbucks card, $10 Chick-fil-A, all the way up to potentially $50. I know Allison mentioned that we could potentially review Kendra Scott again and see if maybe we put one of the jewelry necklaces for the adults and one of the eggs as well. We just wanted to just give an opportunity for like adults to have like some fun as well.
Are the adults, and I didn't remember including actual adults would be there hunting for eggs, so that's interesting. But are they gonna be together on the same field, or they?
No, we would separate them. So, we'll have the teenagers on field 1 and then 18 plus on like field 2.
18 or 20?
Or sorry, 21 plus.
21 plus? Or is it 12, above?
13 to 18 on one field,
Okay.
21 and over on the next field.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting.
I guess something different.
Is this flashlight?
That's what I was trying to
Straight
get,
line?
yes, this would be the glow in the dark, you know, like at night kind of, we wouldn't have the lights on, you have a flashlight, yeah. So that's why we were trying to make it different, obviously it's not gonna be as many, like thousands of eggs like what we do the next morning, but it's just something different, just to, you know, to get the adults out here. Maybe we can do, Allison called me crazy, maybe we could do a movie, like on one of the fields as well. I don't know, we can make it big if we want to, but we're thinking about 8 to 10 PM for this. And then the next morning would be for kids between 9:30 and 11:30. And this would only be the egg hunt and Easter bunny photos.
We are talking about the 3rd and the 4th, right?
Yes.
So the egg hunt, what were we gonna call it, the celebration?
Hold on.
Celebration egg hunt, what was it? We'll talk about that.
Go back to this.
It's only gonna be the hunt, the egg hunt.
30th anniversary egg hunt.
30th anniversary egg hunt, which I think is good, and then, but we're not gonna have the bouncy houses and all that, it's strictly like it was before.
Yeah, which would be the egg hunt as well as Easter bunny photos.
And the Easter bunny with the same lineup type of thing. And, did you, you know, I mean, the concept is interesting, I think, but I was wondering how we could expand on it to draw them in, you know?
Oh, which day?
The adults and
Yeah.
teenagers.
What about one of those concert things where you put the headsets
Oh,
on?
Silent disco.
That's really popular.
Yes.
Silent DJ thing would be really fun.
Yeah, so yeah, we could do that one field with their game.
What interstate?
We did, yeah, it was fun. They do like a max of 250 people, I believe, at a time.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And so, getting back to, like, I mean, I'm trying to think, I mean, it's almost like, should we just do the teenagers and forget the adults? Then I was thinking, well, some adults might like that, but somehow what's gonna be the hook? What's the hook? And again, when you were talking about having as a type of cocktail party type thing, the kids with the head, what's the hook to get the adults?
It could be, if it's not an egg hunt for adults, Allison, maybe it could be like a bunny rave or something, like an Easter bunny, like glow in the dark party for teenagers and adults can attend. The night before the actual egg hunt for kids.
Yeah.
I just needed to have something for teenagers, so
No,
they're
I'm
not.
saying
Yeah, maybe not to adults, maybe just
Okay.
teenagers with the silent concert and
Yeah.
flashlight,
The glow party.
looking for
The glow
things,
party.
yeah.
Easter
We
glow.
are trying to work here at the conference, right?
This would be the actual
So
complex.
what about to do something for the adults and teenagers on the grass area with the palm trees and whatever? It's about, to have something like a egg hunt treasure or something like that behind the trees or.
So the problem is they use that for parking, so I don't wanna put anything over there and people start parking cars, especially at night, that's just a safety issue. Yeah.
You can do a glow in the dark party,
I hope they don't damage the field.
get a bunch of UV lighting, that's really easy. Any of these lighting companies will have that. Do a UV egg hunt.
Yep.
Which is great because then you're using the same UV lighting that you are for the egg hunt that can turn around and they can just redeploy those on little stands.
Yep.
For the glow party, whatever. It's difficult because, you know, you could go one way and say, hey, we're gonna put booze in the eggs and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have like a 21 and over section, then we'll have like a teenager section, and in the middle we can do this. Or you can approach it, and I don't know what the right answer is we could approach it as like, hey, you can have a bar over here, the eggs can be for anybody because they're gift cards, they're all just very innocuous, and kind of like upgraded sort of prizes, everyone takes one egg, please. And then that way you are corralling and isolating the alcohol from the rest of the event, and the rest of the event, everyone can go anywhere, and then kind of make it that. I'm concerned about it running too late because of the next morning having the egg party. So I would look at that. And the hook, I think, could then be that glow party. I think it can be glow party, the eggs are part of that. It's all an Easter kind of celebration event. It's so colorful, but we just have to get everything wrapped up, done, and turned around for you guys the next morning, because that is a big turnaround you're looking at.
And that's why we would want to ensure it's the same setup with the gates that we have out here. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it as similar as we can, so it's like we're not really doing as much of a
Because you're
turnaround.
already have the gates already signed.
That's the goal, so that's why we're like, we might as well do something the night before. But, you know, it's funny, Allison, at the last meeting, I know when we said May, glow party, and everyone's faces was like, oh man, maybe this would potentially fit into that glow party category. So maybe
Yeah, no,
we
I
can
think
discuss
so.
with the foam factory gentleman about potentially doing the glow in the dark, like bubbles and all that. And also do the
Everything.
foam.
What about the foam one? Incorporate the foam, the head foam.
Yeah, and here, and call it, call it a night.
You know, and I'm sort of leaning
Silent
towards,
foam
maybe
party.
we should do just a teams to
Yeah.
start, and
Yeah.
then next year add in.
I never liked teenagers anywhere near alcohol.
I agree.
I just, you have 17-year-olds that look like they're 20. I don't know, to me, it's.
But also what we could do too is if it seems like too much of like the flip, we can do this bunny party or bunny rave over at Lakeside. So this is already ready to go, not touching this area. And you can do, you could do some glow in the dark stuff over there instead.
I like the idea of the teenagers. I just, as an adult, I'm just not feeling. like-
Yeah, I tend to
I
agree.
mean, we have a bar set up at every event, and
Yeah.
there is,
Yeah, but it's not just teenagers.
no, but they're still there.
But again, and they're teenagers, it's a party element to it, there's more susceptibility for them to try to get away with things, I agree. And that's why I think that if it, to kind of quarantine or isolate the area of where the alcohol is, and then, that obviously then brings in policing, it's dark, everything else, all the things you guys always think about.
And plus the fact that you were doing it in April, March. April.
Daylight
savings.
That's why we have to wait till 8.
9 o'clock at night.
That's why we're thinking the 8 to 10 timeframe to do this.
8 to
So even if it's not an icon, maybe that's what I'm saying, maybe we just separate it and do it like as a rave on the Great Lawn, With the silent, DJ, so it's not a large turnaround,
And maybe do the gift card eggs and each one of them gets to pick one on their way out.
Yeah. We could do that.
Are we worried it's Good Friday from a religious perspective? No, doesn't matter.
It's,
We're not feeding.
What do we do for Good Friday? We fish? We fish, right?
Fast.
We'll give away McDonald's fish fillet sandwiches.
Actually, you're fast, you don't, yeah.
Well, no, if there's food, it's gonna attract people if we have food.
I like that.
I like that.
Filet-O-fish.
The filet fish.
If you want to theme it kind of for spring, you can call it like, instead of it being like super focused on the Easter portion, you could do like neon bloom bash, like flowers of spring. So there's ways to play on the words without really being like, we're celebrating Easter by having a glow rave. So I think if
maybe
you
we
theme
can
it to
just-
that, you'll be all right.
Maybe we can also discuss, Allison, just a separate date. So it's not back to back, it's in the same month as like spring,
I mean, we
Maybe
can do it the
we
week
do it that
before.
way. So,
yeah,
yeah,
the week,
okay.
okay.
Okay. anything else that was like the biggest thing, it's just make sure the date was good. So it's gonna be on April 4th, the egg hunt. And then we're gonna look at the original date of either March 27th or 28th to do the teen, like glow in the dark party and stuff.
And you can have some of those 30th anniversary something or others in those eggs like that.
Yeah,
That would be kind of cool.
that would be good.
So that's another 20 to 30.
Oh, we could do the little 30th anniversary temporary tattoos.
That would be cool too. That would be great.
That'd be funny.
Okay, so we're gonna be moving on to the,
Accomplishments. So in your packet,
April 4th is the right day?
April 4th, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so, in your packet, we have the accomplishments. This was from last year's accomplishments for the annual meeting that we just have to update, the board by February 12th. So I know we focused last year on, closing the cornerstone, so we had like education with the Coyote Education, hurricane preparedness, and Gatorland Animal Show. We had a health, which we're still already doing the one blood red bus, and dermatology, technology, movie nights and food trucks, community, spring fling, follow powder, et cetera. So I just want to see what you wish to add so I can make sure that the correct information is included. The meeting is going to be on March 4th, and it's the annual meeting. They go over committee's accomplishments every year, so they do recognize every committee, so I would love if you guys are able to attend that evening. That they'll be able to kind of give you a shout out that night, and it's pretty amazing to see all the accomplishments that each committee does.
I wrote something up to update it, if you want me to read it real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Town Hall Lifestyle Special Events 2025, the celebration community was formed with the concept of building a better place and a better way to live. The focus of the committee is to provide events for the entire community, keeping in mind 5 cornerstones. Community, celebrations, traditional events were enjoyed once again with the return of Pubs and Pints, father-daughter dance, Aloha to Summer, concerts on the lawn, spring fling, holiday fest, holiday concerts, and many more. Plays. Over 12,000 residents and visitors attended community-wide events in various locations, which included the Veterans Day and 4th of July parade. The Home Improvement Expo brought in over 800 guests to receive expert help and advice on home improvements. For the first time, the Battle of the Food Trucks took place at Lakeside Park. Over 1,100 residents and guests sampled and voted on savory options provided by X amount of vendors. Technology. The team networked with management and received quotes for better lighting for Lakeside Park. The committee rented lighting for multiple events and purchased six new transportable tech-style pop-up lights, which enhance the lighting for events. Additional squares and new gifts policies online have enhanced check-in procedures for all events. The committee also suggested mobile ID for homeowners and their guests to ease admittance and lines. The team also purchased informational electronic A-frame signs. Education, backed by popular demand, the Gatorland Animal Shows and families learned about gators and other wildlife in Florida. Pups and Pints included educational demonstrations from local groups and trainers. Health, one big red bus and dermatology on duty, which I'm not quite sure about that, were here throughout the year. The team began networking to bring in a health expo in 2026. The committee had multiple workshops with management to create 30 new and enhanced events throughout the year to celebrate Celebration's 30th anniversary and the 250th anniversary of our country. The team attended multiple workshops. This is a question, I'm not sure. Multiple workshops and received X amount of dollars from Experience Kissimmee for advertising throughout the year, and also received multiple dollars sponsorship from companies within the community. It's a little long.
No, but you know what, if you allow me, I can break that down and slide, and I can show you what it looks like before I bring it to the board.
And then any awards too, because I don't think, yeah, 'cause that's.
Yeah, I think we need to come behind yours in this.
I like the way you split that up a little more, because when I read this at first, the technology thing didn't seem like movie nights were technology. I don't know,
Right,
it
yeah.
wasn't
I agree.
matched.
Yeah.
Yeah, split it up.
Yeah, I wanted to add more of our technology, because even last year, it didn't sound like what was on there was actually technology. So I mean, I wanted, because I do have even the paperwork that you guys went and got
Yeah.
pricing on lighting for there. So I mean, we made the attempt, we need lighting, it needs to be
Yeah.
on that.
And electronic
Yeah.
signs or. big-
Electronic signs, and also the squares and how that's all, I mean, that is part of the technology. This is too long what I read, but it needs to be
Do you
short.
mind if I take a picture of that and I can summarize it and break it down?
I was gonna say, I definitely agree that one of the really big accomplishments from 2025 from us was how all of the events doubled to triple in size of attendees. That's huge.
And with us continuously growing, just for this year, just so you all are aware of some internal projects we're working on, is we're working with the IT department on having, the turnstiles. We're looking at potentially ordering turnstiles, so it's like you can scan your ID and they'll let you in. And that way it'll determine the number of residents that actually physically walk through.
No, that's okay, I just could just see that, the kids trying to figure out how to.
Well, again, we don't know if it's gonna be like kind of like a universal where you scan, or like, we're trying to figure it out, because the problem is, when we're checking IDs right now, some people are non-compliant, so their IDs are off. So we're trying to look for a new system where you can scan and be like, okay, they're actually meant to be here, and that'll keep an accurate number of how many people are walking through the door.
Because they're sorry to interrupt, all of them have the RFIDs, right? All of
Yes.
our celebration IDs have those in them, right?
Yeah, so that's why we're working with the technology department as well as the committee on this. Another thing for this year that we're working on, that I'm pushing with the rec committee for 2026 and 2027, is synthetic turf for the Great Lawn. So we do so many events out there, there's a lot of facility reservations, so there's a lot of upcoming like excitement that we're trying to make it bigger and better. But there's small like caveats that we're trying to get around to make these events successful. I think we have too many events on the Great Lawn, it's not a bad thing, I think it's a great thing, but the grass keeps dying, right? So how can we prevent that? Maybe synthetic turf, so rain or shine, you can have these events out there. One rainstorm on the synthetic turf, right, or the Great Lawn right now, it's like game over, it's a swamp out there.
Yeah.
So it's just stuff that we're thinking of in the upcoming months, so we're really excited, we can't wait to share these new ideas with you guys for 2026.
As a complement of what Alison said, we didn't grow only in attendance, we grew in quality. And we are doing better in the budget, with better quality and cheaper price. So very proud of you.
But again, we don't have any indoor place to have a community event,
Correct, yes.
unless you want 40 people to come to I didn't add that, about the murder mysteries, be in this place. And,
Yeah.
so in the scheme of things, as the board works forward with the master plan, and again, over there at Lakeside, that is where lots of people like to go, because it brings, people can walk, lots of people can walk. And if you can't, you at least can, park and then walk, and then not to go ahead and necessarily put a new playground, commit, 100,000 or 200 or what this new thing is, $700,000 worth of play equipment, when we really need some sort of a community center where we can have, a couple hundred, 200, and even to build that into an amphitheater that's covered. I mean, really thoughts that have to go into that so that we could, as a lot of communities are doing, because people, after the pandemic, people like to do the outdoor events. They really, and I don't know if anybody got down to, Dr. Phillips this over holidays.
We did that.
Extraordinary what they did. I mean, we could do something like that here, outside and down in, Lake Eola. And the entire thing, they spent, millions of dollars just for the holidays, and the number of people, it was packed all the time. So if we're gonna have, if we can't have an indoor place, maybe we can do an extension of the Great Lawn with a cover that goes out over the lawn or something like that.
Right.
Would be nice to, so that we, we're lucky because we are in Florida, we can kind of go year round, but it still would be nice.
You know, your idea is now gonna be more workable, because we talked about that years ago, and it was the idea that the grass needs the sun and all that. If we're talking about artificial turf, that takes care of that.
We definitely can write that to the master plan advisory group. I believe Jared is leaving the crew unfortunately, but we can address that to the master plan advisory group, Nikki, and have them working with this idea. Another thing that I want to, if you understand, is valuable to address. We have 3 or 4 palm trees here in the middle of the parking lot. During the night, we can have kids hitting the palms or cars because there is no lights over there. And those palm trees we're talking about with the Parks and Rec as well, it's bothering everybody and doesn't make any benefits. We're not talking about the oak trees on the oak trees on the left side, but about the palm trees. We can replant on the other side of the golf course. But if we remove those, we definitely can have like 20 more apartments.
But you need lighting. You need lighting as well over there?
No, we need to remove
We can
them.
use those balloon lines.
The landscapes, they gave us okay, it's not like a good tree or whatever. We just need to remove the palm trees over there. The leaves is like very sharp for the kids when driving.
But there's, the other thing is for lighting,
With the exception of the sidewalk.
the lighting, if you go up to, Apopka Vineland where that Bentley complex is, there's a Publix back there. And behind there, off to the side of the dockside meter bar or whatever it is, that's where they moved their entire baseball facility. I'm not saying we're building a baseball facility here. What I'm saying is they put in all solar lights. So with that saves all the digging and trenching of laying that, but they, not just like what we did at the dog park, but I mean, these are lights for parking lots, but they're all solar. Yeah, the panels are a little bit bigger, but if you wanted to do something like that around Celebration, at the Lakeside Park, one of the biggest complaints that we got over and over and over again for the Fall Fest, the Holiday Fest, it was too dark. There were too many places, it was too dark, too dark, too dark. And so, I mean, you know, and these were residents saying, I don't want to go down there, it's too dark. The bouncy house for the kids is over there, it's too dark.
Definitely for the next year, we're gonna have a brand new Lot D gym. That's the master is working hard on that, like indoors, football, tennis court, volleyball court. It's 2 courts and a lot of sports.
Yeah, but the thing is, Marco,
Until that happen, we'd like to remove this palm tree in the middle.
with Marco, remove the palm tree, and then the next thing is you're gonna build all that stuff, and then we have no parking, and have events out here.
So there'll be parking for the, when they build this gym, all the sides will be parking lots and well
So we
designed.
use most all that for, if we have a big event up here, and then the bigger this community grows, the more, we're running out of space, we're busting at the seams down there at Lakeside for some of these events, you know.
No, the only thing about the turn in the summer, it's very,
Oh, it's gonna be good.
it's like 10 to 15 degrees hotter
Yeah,
on the turf
I know.
in the summer.
Using the mask for the palm.
Oh,
They put
They
it
make
up.
you feel it.
So as far as that discussion, I still have one more thing on the agenda, we're already past, so I wanna see if maybe we can revisit this at the next meeting if we need to, but it already went through the Parks and Rec committee last time. So at least that way, that recommendation will go to the board.
What's
So
up?
you should address
You
that.
was talking about the palm trees, that already went through Parks and Rec about safety concerns.
We're going to bring that tomorrow for the workshop.
Warrants included, or no, it was too late to put on the agenda, so I gotta wait till February. I had one more quick thing on the agenda that I added, was the May event. So we were looking at, technically, you know, May 1st, we were potentially doing a glow with the flow pool party. However, we're adjusting that now. We're gonna do a glow party for teenagers, but we need to make a big statement like we discussed of the luau. If we're changing the luau, what are we changing it to? So I know on our way out of the last meeting, we were talking about potentially country, barbecue, all that. So I just kind of wanted to put it in your head. I know it wasn't on the agenda, so we can't vote today, but Allison found a band called Hall of Fame, and it's like kind of a rock band, but it's actually with, Michael Evans, Dory's favorite, and, they play over at, SeaWorld, right, Allison?
Yeah, they play at SeaWorld for their bands, brews, and barbecues, as well as on City Walk.
Say your prayers to work, get myself to the
Mr. Boomerang, yeah.
till the center comes.
So again, it's really quick, just something I wanted to dive into for next month in February is just kind of come up with some ideas for like a different theme. Right now, we kind of went towards the country theme. If that's not something that's like, not sure if I like that, for next month, just potentially bring some ideas.
Is he country?
Yeah.
Do you mean like a country fair or like country boots and cowboy hats?
So I think that's what we're trying to figure out, because I think the Aloha this summer was kind of getting a little bit stale, so that's why we were trying to change it. We were thinking about the blow party, but not everybody does blow parties, and I get that. So we're trying to think of a different theme that we could branch off. So we were thinking something that's popular right now is like country, so maybe it's like a country show, or we could do like he's more kind of rock right now. He has different songs, right, Allison? Because this is more of a rock version of it.
Yes, this was also something I just kind of threw at her when she sent me the proposal, just because I knew that they were kind of at the bands, brews, and barbecues. So that was, if we want to go the route of more of like like Deb was saying, with the boots and the plaid and all that good stuff, we absolutely can. I just wanted to find something at least that was on the same line.
I think the other thing I would like to do is, because of the other issue with the tickets being sold for the naming and all that, and they were saying for the Aloha. So Aloha in summer was like, welcome to summer. So I was gonna say, can we like rename whatever the title is of this? So whether we say, welcome to summer, the hats and boots, country thing.
Country jamboree.
Welcome to summer, the Aloha, welcome to summer, the blah, blah, blah. So that the May event is your, I mean, I'm not saying it has to be welcome to summer, but it says
But it can change,
summertime,
so it's not, yeah.
like but you get the gist?
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
And then that way we can we can change it every
Right,
year.
yeah.
So it'll still be welcome to summer, the boots and buckles and.
Yeah.
buckles and
We
whatever.
don't have to keep the same theme,
This is
but it's
what-
always
it's
welcome to
fucking
summer.
Yes, no, I like that idea.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
I like that a lot. That's a great idea.
I think so.
And
Yeah, and
by
then,
next meeting, if you don't like the country music idea, come up with something better.
Yes,
Got it?
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna start throwing out like different bands. So Allison, if you don't mind looking into a few more to present with the committee, that'd be great.
You got it.
And are we getting, an 80 for 4th of July?
Yes, yeah, we already booked for 4th of July.
I need 2 minutes of your committee here.
Yeah.
I'm having a conflict of schedule. I walked out of my job today to be here. I teach every Tuesday from 1 to 3:30, which means I was coming in for the last 10 minutes of your meeting, basically. Should I just officially resign from the committee, or, I still want to help with the events big time. So I don't know I'm not being a very good committee member. So I'm leaving it up to the committee. Should I resign? Should I not sign up next year? What should I do? I still like being part of it, but.
Well, for February 10th meeting, is there any way that we can adjust like the meeting time, or is this the only time that works for everybody? Just out of curiosity.
We'll go this way for me
Yeah, no,
this
no.
year. My schedule's completely different than last year. Apologies for not making it. I was doing television and a whole bunch of other stuff where I can't dictate my own schedule. Fortunately, this year, I very much can, so I am very flexible to whatever works best for the committee.
Yeah,
If we need to
I'm
change
flexible.
it, great, yeah.
I'm flexible for other days, this actually overlaps with something that I have every second Tuesday of the month.
Me too.
So maybe moving it to a different day is, I would be okay with it.
Yeah, I have no meetings usually on this Tuesday. I can, just a little, but it's just, food in between.
And I'm not asking you to change the meeting time just for me, but if it's up for discussion, yes, I would be
I
totally
think the
flexible.
management has to give us their availability.
So
Yeah.
so normally, the meetings that I go to are between 6 and 8:30. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be that late, but just maybe we can discuss, at least, let's try for February 10th, or, no, I'm sorry, our meeting's on February 10th, but if we can't do it February 10th, can we do it sometime that week? Can we do maybe the 9th, that Monday, the 11th on that Wednesday? I can pull up the calendar to see what's available, but I just wanna make sure that, it works with everybody.
It's always hard to find dates for a trip.
It's a Monday, and it-
Are Mondays a no-go? Are those out the window? Because
Mondays, but,
I'm okay,
There's-
I'm more open, you guys probably have the tighter schedule and you guys, tell me what works and I can move things around. Just not Wednesday afternoons.
Okay.
Well, we're just gonna talk about February, right?
Yeah, just February. February 9th, we have availability, so
All
we
right,
can,
well, let's do February 9th if that works for everybody.
and then do you wanna do like a 4 to 6? Does that help a little bit better?
The Young Boys Choir is at night at the church
yeah,
on the.
I was gonna say, and don't forget the night before is the Super Bowl party.
Yeah, super.
Okay, the 16th is a holiday, isn't it?
How about Thursday the 12th?
If she's coming only 30 minutes late, we can just adjust for 2:30 instead of 2.
Does that help?
Well, how about if we just leave it as it is for now and give us a multiple dates?
Yeah, well,
And
then
and
an
I- and the
alternative.
thing is, I hate for you guys to have to work in the evenings. I prefer keeping it during the day, because for you guys, you have so many evening meetings. And then it runs into the board meetings and the workshop meetings and all those things, so, why don't we just leave it as is? You get here when you can, and then,
Unless you just want me to resign, you know.
no, we only have 2 more months and then it's a whole new.
If you're talking about changing the time or day, I think it should be set before the people sign up for the committee. For the
Okay.
I agree with that, I agree with that.
And my schedule changed, otherwise I would never sign up for this, but my teacher's schedule changed.
Yeah, so I just think like Marco said, just get here when you can, be there to help, which we appreciate your openness to work on the other things, and then we'll try to pick a different, give us a couple of options, because it seems like everybody.
Tuesdays are tough, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem.
And don't make it into nighttime when you guys need to be heading home.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And to keep in the comments, that's one more thing. Alison, the good date for FIFA World Cup, Nikki and Alison. Just a suggestion, the June 19th. After the Super Bowl, we can discuss more about that, but June 19th looks like a great date because we have Americans, USA playing at 6, and Brazil, Marrocos play at 9, so
Really?
we can have like 1,000 people here easily.
All right.
And one big food truck or two. or whatever.
June 19th.
It'll be like, for 6 hours of soccer.
Okay.
And have like, it'll be like one party for both big
Yeah.
teams and that's
What was the
it.
date?
June 19th. It's the same June 18th. June 18th, so they
Oh,
just see,
June 18th, you said?
it's June 19th, but it's be June 18th, you know what I mean? So-
Oh,
June.
okay. Sorry.
I don't know if you guys see.
Can you go
It can be a
ahead and put that on
problem.
the agenda for next month? Can you put that on the agenda, the, discussion?
Yeah. We have all the dates that can help. We can prepare the 12th.
Put that for
meeting,
February.
the after.
Put the FIFA World Cup on the next agenda.
Yep, I got it.
Alright, sounds good. Anybody else have any comments, concerns before we close out the meeting?
Did she give us a report on what Canala said about?
Oh, Allison, do you wanna share your findings on the meeting today?
I
About,
would love to.
yeah, go for it.
So they absolutely loved the idea of the Super Bowl party. However, it's only 3 weeks away and most of the businesses are already having their plans. So we're gonna do it at Lakeside for this year, but they said 100% next year they want it downtown on Market Street. So that's for Super Bowl specifically. As far as kind of everything else, the Cinco de Mayo idea, they also loved. They do want me to kind of move forward with that and presenting kind of what that looks like, as well as Christmas in July, figuring out. So essentially, they gave me the green light to go ahead and continue and kind of piece things together for those things specifically, and then report back to them with kind of a presentation.
Sounds good. All right, anybody else? Okay, and then a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? Nate, it was nice having you.
Yay,
Good
we
seeing
see
you.
all once this year. Excited to not.
It's easier for you
I'm
too.
so sad
Yeah.
I wasn't there to actually meet you, Nate.
Small little screen. I'm only doing 3 months, maybe 4 months worth of work this year. That is my promise to my wife. Be home.
Yeah.
All right.